Welcome, everybody, to Mario Kart Wii!
Wee! Mario Kart Invisible Boatmobile! Wahoo!
You know, I was totally ready for you to say well, but okay, I can deal with this.
And the way you said it was like, James, I know you're having fun on that slide, but which Mario Kart are we playing?
Ow!
The one that really emphasized the tip controls.
I am using tilt controls. Everyone, no, we're not. Yes,
No, we're not.
everybody.
That was a
Next
bold-faced lie. No, everyone here is going to be using the Dolphin emulator with the GameCube controller set, and that's just how we play it because that's just the correct way to play Mario Kart Wii these days.
What the fuck? You mean to tell me that you could play without the stupid steering wheel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome everybody to the next in our line of covering. Hey, yeah, welcome to the next in our line of covering in multiplayer the Mario Kart franchise released for the Nintendo Wii.
What the
I
hell?
believe it was a,
Damn.
I believe was this a launch game or was it a little bit after sports?
No, this released in 2008.
It came out a little while after Mario Kart, or excuse me, after the Wii came out. So I want to say it was like mid 2008. But yeah, otherwise, like riding off of the graphical or the gaming engine that gave us Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart Wii ditched the ability to have another person ride alongside us, but in exchange it gave us widescreen and online support, which is currently not officially active.
Nope. There are some channels, but otherwise, yeah. And as you saw from the presentation with Mario and the Bro at the very beginning, a huge selling point of this was the plastic peripheral of slotting your Wiimote into an actual steering wheel to drive and feel like you are a kart.
And I mean, I'll say for what it's worth, I remember actually getting that peripheral when I was younger and playing a good chunk of this game with tilt controls. And for what it was worth, I like to think I had fun with it, but the game did definitely kick my ass something fierce once I started playing on higher CCs.
Hey, Logan.
Yeah.
You meant to say that you're playing as the driver of the cart, not playing as the cart. This isn't.
We're a
Post
transformer.
the races.
No, Morty, you actually become a kart, Morty.
No, I'm not, and you're not my uncle. Fuck off.
Okay, fine. So yeah.
Damn.
Oh, hang on. Actually, we're gonna do in order.
Actually, do you want that considering that we had like 4 races at a time?
Oh, is
Actually,
it 4 or 3
let's just keep it at choices just to be safe.
So,
Oh, I mean, I guess that's true. Yes, anyway, continue.
aside from having its own TV channel according to the main menu, what is new with Mario Kart Wii?
Well, a couple of new
You
people.
wouldn't
to the roster.
relieve it, but
Yep. So, a good handful of these you will have to unlike. Like, not only did DK bring his little buddy Diddy Kong back from Mario Kart Double Dash, he also brought in his other BFF, Funky Kong.
His Uncle Funkle.
His Uncle Funkle. As well as Rosalina, who was just fresh off her debut in Super Mario Galaxy.
also
And
you mean his Uncle Funkle.
Bowser Skeleton.
Bowser's corpse.
Oh yeah, from Mario
And babies.
From
New Super Mario
Lots
Bros.
and
Mario
lots
Yes.
of babies.
yeah.
Also, Doug's best boy also made his debut with Mario Kart. Well, actually, no, he made his debut with DS, but he returned
Yeah,
for Wii.
DS.
I'd argue that this is the
Yeah.
first game in the series.
And you know what? I was going to pick Mario, but this is a very special day for a very special Kong.
I agree.
So yeah, and again, for those curious, because of how differently they handle and different mechanics involved, we're going to try and keep this somewhat fair in that we will either be doing a kart race or a bike race. No
You know what?
mixing.
I have an idea. For the Nitro Cups, which are like the modern stuff, let's use bikes. But for the classic stuff, let's use karts.
Yeah, okay.
So you mean Toadette isn't going to be driving the Mr. Beast?
Not exactly.
Not the Mr. Beast burger.
Also, no, we're good. Go back.
I
to karts.
accidentally read
Oh,
this
hang
for
on.
Mr. Beast. But it's the Mini
I'll just
Beast.
put on this then. Okay. Yes, we're going
Also,
bike
should
time,
be worth
so-
noting, every weight class in this game has their own unique karts and bikes, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Manual and so nitro. So these ones.
We want to go Mushroom Cup first.
Oh, okay.
I want to say that this is like the
Don't mind
first
the
game to
slowdown, that
really
happens.
feature like tons of playable characters. Because before this, you had I think
I
Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. but this one brings into the fray Baby Daisy and Baby Rosalina. No, shit.
Baby Peach and Daisy.
Peach?
Peach
Which-
and Daisy, right.
I'll be completely fair to Peach. Technically, Baby Peach was already a thing with the likes of Mario and Luigi Partners in Time and Yoshi's Island DS, so she was at least an established baby.
But Baby Daisy.
Meanwhile, you have Baby Daisy, who was made exclusively for Mario Kart and subsequent spin-offs.
Wow, already?
Damn.
This is like the
Yahoo!
This is like the dark beginning of the baby over infestation in
A
Mario
little
Kart.
bit.
Unfortunately.
Hey!
And I guess it's funny considering that you have this game which already has 4 babies. Then Mario Kart 8 came around with a 5th baby, and they really haven't budged since. And you know what? That does also make me think. They've been using these 5 babies since 8, but I'm also remembering, do people forget that Baby DK, Baby Wario were also a thing?
I remember
Yeah,
Baby
from freaking
DK
Yoshi
Hey!
Island, yes.
I remember.
I don't want
I
it!
wish that they still
Get this
existed.
thing off me! Get this thing off me!
Yeah.
Oh!
Sorry, James.
Oh, no. Oh.
I don't think you
So, okay, so I need to show some credence and show some politeness and some decorum to the other color commentators here, because as you see, myself, Doug, James, and Mecca are returning as the racers in this 4-player extravaganza. And joining us in the stands behind
Peanut
safety
gallery.
nets to avoid destruction would be Icky, Hype, and Matt.
Hi, I like go-karts. I like RC karts. I like slot car racing. I like bumper karts. I like go-karts. Wait, did I ever say go-karts?
Maybe.
Anyway, Soda Cannon the first. What?
I'll at least take this
And- oh
second
my gosh, very
with
close
this
after
with
that.
this thundercloud above my head.
Yeah, you did say yourself
Alright.
on that one.
If you couldn't tell
Very
already,
close
I
after
am
that.
severely disoriented today. But what?
We all are. I mean, it took us a hot minute to even get this whole session started.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, there was a lot of setup I had to do. Matt is joining, even though I don't believe he or Hype ever owned Mario Kart Wii.
I've
I
never
didn't.
played Mario
Oh,
Kart.
sorry.
Wait, are we just gonna go
Mushroom cup.
flopping
What are
around
you
every cup?
Okay, I'll be real quick. I don't know what the hell the difference between a Nitro and a Classic is.
Basically, the Nitro cups are the ones up top. The Retro cups are the one up on the bottom.
So next up is
Gotcha.
Moon
Okay.
Meadows.
Okay, sorry. Continue your thought, Hype and Matt.
Oh no, I just never. Yeah, I never got to play this one.
There
That's
you
it.
Not
go.
even like at a friend's house or something?
Wait, you say that again?
Not even at like a friend's house if someone else owned the game?
Ha! Great of you to assume I had friends. Anyway,
Damn.
Aw.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding, mostly. But yeah, no. Like, it's just the fact of, yeah, I never really played this game. Never got in, like... Yeah, I don't know why. Just never played it.
Yeah. I was able to play it, but like Logan said, that the whole notion of like being over to a friend's house to play it, that was the only real exposure that I had to Mario Kart Wii, and I remember liking it fine enough, even if I wasn't good at it. But I don't know if I mentioned this in previous Mario Kart games, but sessions. But basically, my exposure when it comes to the series, the only ones I've ever had any hands-on experience with were Wii 64, and as of recently, World. Every other Mario Kart game I've never really touched.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile,
Oh my, those
I
poor
distinctly remember a time where I got the Wii Wheel bundle of this game. I played until I unlocked Rosalina, and then I just stopped playing. I gotta admit, this game is kind of like a blank spot for me.
That should count it.
Again, I
my
just
gosh.
never really got into Mario Kart Wii for whatever reason.
That was so close.
I put a decent
I-
amount of hours
would
into
that-
it, and I mean,
Would
one
that
of
have
the,
actually...
one of the first immediate thoughts I had with this game, or the first immediate memories I had with it, was unlocking Rosalina right out the gate. Because apparently
nice.
you can unlock her if you had a completed Super Mario Galaxy save file.
That is true.
I thought
that's
it was
cool.
that.
That's
I thought
neat.
it was you need the save file, and you have to do at
Yay.
least 50 races.
Oh! I also forgot how utterly... I don't know if it was just in this one or if it's been since Double Dash. My gosh. Come on, get over the finish line!
2 for
but
2.
also the
DK
fact-
really is second bonanza.
But the fact that But the fact that like you can be so violent and just like slam a dude across like the field like with your cart if you ram into them just right. I was about to go off of that boost pad and then I just got decked across the fields.
Yeah, if you're a lightweight character, you're just fucked if that ever happens.
Yeah, I gotta be mindful of that.
I think
I want to say
yeah.
this is like the very last Mario Kart. I want to say this was like the very last Mario Kart that really emphasized like weight classes.
no, I think
In a
that
sense,
was
yeah.
7.
7 to an extent, yeah.
But this is like this is the first game that really made me recognize the idea of weight classes.
Cool.
Because I understood, like, as early as Mario Kart DS, that there were heavy characters like Wario and Bowser and DK. There were small characters like Toad or fucking who else was small in that game?
The Toad Koopa?
No, Koopa wasn't in. No, Dry Bones. Koopa wasn't a playable racer in DS.
Oh, I thought you said 7.
No, DS. Because I'll be honest. I think I got my fill on DS, and when it came to Mario Kart Wii, something
boy.
clicked off in my head, telling me it's like this isn't going to be like the Mario Kart that I enjoy so much. Solely, this is probably because of my idiot brain, but it
Well,
wasn't
like-
going to be the hypest Mario Kart experience for my childhood self because there are bikes, and apparently bikes were like the big thing for this game.
Yep. And would pretty much be the biggest thing to it until Mario Kart 8 decided to bring them back.
Yep.
Yeah, and even then they were
And
severely
usually-
nerfed.
For the better,
For the
honestly.
better reasoning, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, made it more
Like, they had to
approachable
be
because yeah, these are not newbie friendly. You'll learn very quickly in this game. The drifting is a lot testier
careful,
on
Luigi.
them. I think
I'm
they have more of
careful.
an.
Ow!
I guess they have more. I guess they
Me
have more
too.
of a.
It hit me too.
I guess they.
That
I
was-
guess they have more
that
of
was
an
all
inner
my master
drift than
plan.
an drift, something like that. Anyways,
Like you say
Yeah.
that, but I want to say that Wii has very similar, if not the same, control feel as DS, just a bit faster.
yeah, okay.
At least,
also,
at least when it comes to the carts, because I can't really speak up for the bikes.
That's fair. But yeah, no. One thing to definitely note about Mario Kart Wii is just the implementation of the bikes, and also its utterly atrocious item balance.
And and the ability to pull off speed boosty tricks whenever you hop off a thing.
And honestly, that's probably the greatest thing that this game actually brought to the table. And it honestly, it's kind of that same reason why it makes it a little harder for me to return to the likes of Mario Kart DS, because a part of me kind of just wants that trick system and that type of game style.
I mean, I
almost
still
unfair.
instinctively, like, jump off the top of a ramp in that game.
Ooh, damn.
Just to hope for the best.
And thus
yeah.
DK fell to
Whoa.
the planet's core.
Nice style points.
Oh well.
All right.
If there
Well-
isn't a Mario Kart stage in Bonanza, I'm going to be pissed.
Don't you mean
look at
Bonanza
you,
stage
Dick.
in Mario Kart?
No, the other way around.
Listen, if we can't have that, can we at least give Pauline a Mario outfit?
That would be nice.
Or better yet,
Uh,
let's just
go-
give more costumes for Mario Kart World.
That too. I mean, DK and Pauline are sorely missing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For,
Doug, you're about
for
to.
context, this recording is this is being recorded at basically the 2-week mark since the Switch 2 launched. So who knows? We could be
Now, icky.
miserably put out of date. Yeah.
Icky.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Doug, you were about to say something as well earlier about the stuff.
No, I was just about to say, speaking of the trick system, I can't do that shit right now.
Oh no.
Because my input's that
Oh.
shit.
It's not. Oh, it's not doing the D-pad stuff.
I've tried, even in practice, but I'm doing what I can.
It's
It is a
I'll
little
say-
finicky, I will say that much.
Very finicky.
I mean, it is the first time that they did it.
That is true.
I can double check your controls after, like, in between the two cups, just to see.
We don't have to. I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
like, he's still holding his
You know,
own
that is
fairly
true.
well.
That is true. You did
To
kick my
remember
butt
who
at
you're
that.
talking
That was-
to, mister.
Yeah, are we forgetting this is Doug? Are we just forgetting that fact?
Are we forgetting Doug rank?
He always finds a way, unless it's a Mario Kart that predates Mario Kart DS.
Yeah. I like DS, leave me alone.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not holding that against you, I'm just saying.
I know.
Also, I'm trying to double check.
Past footage has proven that.
Also, I'm trying to double check. Does the purple drift boost just not exist in this game?
No.
Oh, that was not a thing until Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, Deluxe. That's when it.
No, that
introduced-
wasn't a thing until Mario Kart 8.
Not Deluxe.
Was it in it? I think it was only Deluxe.
No, it was Deluxe specifically.
Ah, okay.
It wasn't in the original?
No, like, for the longest time, Drift Boost would only take you 2 levels. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the first to break that rule.
I thought it was 8.
Nope. Deluxe.
Like 8 vanilla.
Not vanilla, no. It didn't start with vanilla. It started with deluxe.
Oh, really?
And actually, speaking of which, that's another thing regarding bikes. You only get 1 level of boost from drifting when on bikes.
Right.
But again, doesn't matter when you have the wheelie.
Yep. You can just get a boost whenever.
You get, like, way better turning now.
Yeah, you get inner drift.
Now I forget. Mecca, are you on audio or nah?
Pretty much to be safe.
I would say. So, what were your experiences like with Mario Kart Wii?
I certainly remember playing, going over a friend's house and playing this, both online and offline.
Ooh, okay. Would you say you had like a favorite character or track from Wii?
Well, I mean, kind of grew on the Daisy, but can't really pinpoint a favorite track.
Speaking of which, I feel terribly sorry for Daisy fans that play Mario Kart Wii. She was kind of a bitch to unlock.
How did you
Oh,
unlock
yeah.
her Wii?
You had to. It was one of the cups you had to clear in 150cc.
Oh, okay.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, no, like her unlock requirements were steep.
You know, that just makes me all the more grateful, the fact that, like, she's, like, really easy to get in a world. Because all you have to do was just clear the flower cup. Like, it didn't even matter which CC you were on. You just had to be in one of the top 3.
Ouch!
Damn.
My
Fucker.
goodness, I'm
Yeah.
bummed that on Wii we can't see like how close that was, but dang, just like that, Doug wins
This
the first
game's
Grand
winner
Prix.
is Luigi!
Yay!
Luigi.
What'd I win?
The next race.
This game's winner
That's
is
not really
the
a
least
prize.
surprising.
Everyone else, get the fuck out of here!
Oh, look at Daisy.
Look at TK.
I'm
Oh yeah, I guess we can also talk about that. If it's alright. You got first. Doug, I got first. It says I got first.
Congrats,
way.
Logan.
You're a winner!
Hi, congratulations on reaching first place in the Mario Kart Wii Turn. Sorry,
You did it!
I'm making fun of the royal Wii. Anyway,
I won.
I, the room.
alright,
No,
back to
this-
Solar Race.
This is gonna be something.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've had enough fun with one Kong. Let's use another.
You know what? Yeah, because I think
another.
because I think we've been talking a decent amount about Mario Kart.
You know
Wii.
what?
I'm actually curious. Oh no.
Oh no!
Now we use the carts.
Okay. So yeah, gonna say. Oh wait, no, you're already fire. Sorry, I'll be someone else. I'll be this.
Well, I don't like planes.
Okay, then I'll be this.
I never trusted my luck with the Wild Wing, but the heck with it.
Okay. Alright, so then we'll go down to
It looks
this
cool.
show.
Isn't that the most important thing?
Look at all these classic courses coming back.
Peach Beach, Yoshi Falls, Ghost Valley 2, and Mario Raceway.
Yeah.
all I can imagine with Yoshi Falls is like Yoshi Falls. Wait, what?
Wait, I what?
Damn it, Chris!
Yeah, because that was a DS truck.
Stop it!
Yeah, too. So anyway, meanwhile, where was going with this? Oh yeah, we can also talk about. We also use this to talk about the other big reason. Well, not big reason for this, but the other big thing that happened today.
It's more of a
Jimmy
coincidence than anything, but yeah, another bit of data commentary. We are recording this like the literal day that the big Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct happened, and I'll say right off the bat before we get into like the finer details. Right off the bat, oh boy, yeah, right off the bat, much more substantial than the Mario Kart World Direct, mostly in the fact that like it actually had new things to say.
God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a lot of new things to say.
Oh boy.
Alright, y'all are fucking. I got an item
What's
in
up,
fourth
King?
place.
Aw.
I wish there were
me.
purple and green cataplasms in the actual Mario.
I'm not sure.
Oh, nice.
I wish
but-
cataplasms were real in real life.
Why?
There's no Goombas in the
They
real
could
world.
fling me out of my misery.
Very close, dear Mecha.
Iki wants to.
I'm already dead.
I wish to be flung into submission.
You know, this isn't quite the same as riding on a Randy with my girlfriend.
Ah, shit!
I guess so, too.
What's up with Waluigi having dangerous items right now?
Good lord. So anyway,
Well, you know
but
what?
yes, big things about the DK Direct.
I'll let James take the lead, since I know, it was funny, me and Logan saw it first before James woke up, but we waited to get James's reaction, to the point where, I don't know
Literally
if
as I
we'll work it
woke
into
up.
the video.
I mean, he is the Donkey Kongest of the group, so.
But
I
it's
am,
we were-
I am literally the leader of the bunch.
Yes.
And I know him somewhat well.
Anyway, me and Logan were very anxious to hear his reactions, to the point where, probably not gonna, post it anywhere, but we even recorded his reactions to it. So let's start off with you, James. What are your thoughts on the Bonanza Directs?
I mean, you know me, being the big DK fan, I was gonna get this game on on day one anyway. But seeing what all they showed off, it's I think it just more than solidified my reasonings for getting it. Because, this is the next big, 3D, not Mario game from Nintendo, but this time it's with Donkey Kong.
Really quick,
And
you say not Mario game. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm loving how the game is looking. I am excited. This game is 100% Odyssey 2. It is
it essentially
very
Without a
much
shadow
Odyssey 2.
of a doubt.
Honestly, there's even some things that they showed off in the Direct that make me feel like they definitely took, critique from Mario Odyssey to put into Bonanza.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, it helps it's the same team in some of the Bright Eyes.
But, you know what? Let's get one thing completely straight, that they spared no time to explain to us. Odd Rock isn't just an Odd Rock.
It's
Yeah.
a Pauline!
Which
Yes,
Turns out they put.
that's
Turns out
definitely...
they.
That's definitely gotten a lot of people confused as far as, it's a young kid Pauline, so people were thinking it's a prequel, but that can't be the case because we have old crusty Cranky Kong being as crotchety as he is, so we have
cranky
no
rat.
idea where exactly this is on,
So-
the grander DK timeline.
And I will say this much. I feel like there's still a little bit more that Nintendo's not immediately telling us.
Yeah, my I mean, to be fair, let's be honest. If they told us the fucking story, then what's the point of getting the game and not knowing the story? I'm just
Been playing it for the
I
game.
will- I mean, I will
I mean,
say
fair,
that
but-
so far. I will say that so far they've done what they did with Odyssey already, which was, if you recall, they did a very similar thing with Odyssey's marketing, where they had
They had the initial reveal, which didn't reveal much. And then they had its own dedicated direct, which got into some of the nitty
Wait, Odyssey didn't get its own Direct.
Yes, it
no,
did.
but it had
Did it?
no, it didn't. But it was at but it was shown at E3, where at E3 they finally showed the mechanic of you could transform and possess things.
Well, no, you could capture things.
But here's
And
the
I
thing.
think it was the first. I think it was also the first trailer where we actually got footage
Really?
of Pauline making her Grand Main Series debut.
By the way, really
Yes,
quick,
Yeah.
the theory is that so obviously Pauline got turned into Odd Rock. People are
Or she was
theorizing.
captured inside it.
Yeah.
That's the same
Well,
thing. Good day.
people are theorizing that Pauline was turned young as well, and that maybe she lost her memories. That's
That
the
could be
belief.
it.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see. I like to believe that they're just saying fuck it. We just want to have fun with the characters and
that's
damn
fair.
be the continuity.
It's look, we tried when it came to Legend of Zelda, that didn't work out so well, so fuck it, we'll just do whatever with Mario.
Potentially, I don't know,
It's not Mario, it's Donkey Kong.
but the theory
I
that
mean,
you
Donkey
the theory
Kong,
that
I'm sorry.
But the theory that you pose, Matt, does make the most sense in terms of how could they possibly tie these together and have both Pauline and this new DK design, which, by the way, shown off in the Direct. Once again, I love. I can see some people being a bit divisive about it. I don't mind. I like how expressive he is now.
Could be, people still are.
I'm really liking this new take on DK. I like his voice. I like his expressiveness and all
Worth
that.
it.
He's a lot more scrimblomatic.
Oh yeah. The one thing I will say though, The one thing I will say, though, I discussed this with Doug. I'm most excited for the villains, especially Void Kong, only for the fact that he is the most Dragon Ball coded villain I've seen in a very long time.
Dragon Ball?
He is
you mean Mojo Jojo?
I mean, honestly,
fair Mojo Jojo, but his mannerisms remind me of Garlic Jr. That's what I'm trying to do.
I mean,
okay.
I mean, it's funny that
Oh boy!
Wait, my But
with my last breath, I cast the shell out of the oblivion.
But
wait a minute.
How did you?
You get a whole lap
back.
around.
Sucker!
Get a whole freaking lap around.
Yes, Steve.
It is amusing that you say Dragon Ball in particular, because I know like one of the biggest ongoing theories about Bonanza is that it's definitely taking a lot of cues from Journey to the West. Particularly one theory that don't know if we'll talk about here. We might talk about it in another video, but like there's definitely a lot of like law of nods to that from Bonanza from what we've seen so far. And yeah, Void Kong definitely does feel like he's taking cues from like the macaque monkey.
I can definitely.
What are those blue birdos?
The whole Journey to the West thing. No, you're not wrong. I mean, technically, Pauline is taking the place of Tripitaka, so fair enough.
Yeah. And the joke I was going to say, I hope I remembered it, is that when you were saying like, oh, the most Dragon Ball character, I was gonna say that I generally thought that you liked it because like he was like the most U-coded character. Like I saw, I was like, Matt will voice that character.
Jesus Christ. Fair enough.
No,
I do want to voice him when we do it for the channel. I do want to voice him when we do it for the channel.
Honestly, I'm for that, Matt. I want to see you cut loose as Void Kong.
Yes,
looks
please.
fun.
I miss cutting loose his characters. I really do. Let me be Spamton, damn it.
Only if I could be the funny TV show host.
Don't worry, Icky. Don't worry, Icky. We didn't forget about you. You can be Poppy Kong.
Shitty old turtle.
Man, I'm just sitting here like, am I gonna get anything in Undertale or Deltarune?
No.
I mean,
What?
I'm roughly getting anything,
okay,
so
It's so rude.
I've only got
Here,
two
have this
characters
BS
currently.
item.
I was about to say, what are you talking about, James? As far as I know, you pretty much are the de facto Metaton.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I love your Metaton.
I guess there's that.
You're the entertainer.
But just going back to Bonanza and to the Voidco, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of Voidco. Like, I'm really curious what exactly their motivation is, because like based on like some of their interactions, it seems like they captured Pauline for a reason, and that they want to make it to the center of the Earth because they established that like, oh, apparently there's some power at the Earth's core that lets you grant a wish. So I'm really wondering what exactly those guys are gonna wish when they get to the core.
My guess.
I have an idea.
My guess is that.
I think I have an idea as to why. Oh,
Well, hang on, let Matt go first.
Yeah, I want to hear Matt's first.
My guess is that, considering the fact of, like, her big thing is singing and all that, and let's see, I've seen this in for some reason, shit ton of games recently, saying, like, singing just is so powerful, and not just games, but movies as well, singing is so powerful that it is a magic in itself. That is my guess of, like, her singing is going to unlock this wish or something.
To quote a particular funny blue guy, God damn it!
I mean,
You
it's
stole
shown that
my
her singing.
thunder there, Matt.
I mean, it's shown that her singing can be
I
able to unlock
appreciate
some of the
that.
Voidco seals.
That's
Yeah.
true. Again, I'm sure there's some there's some merit to it. I'm stoked for it though.
Ow.
James, well,
And Diddy Kong takes the goal!
dang, you did it.
I tried for you, Matt.
I am the best! They should make a racing spin-off based on me!
No, they shouldn't, because they already did.
They should bring you back into World.
That's the joke.
By the way, really
Yeah,
quick.
why isn't he in World?
By the way,
Good
really
question.
Why is he in
Why is it the extended Kong family in general not
I
in
mean,
Mario Kart
honestly,
World?
like, people have talked about it. I'm still standing by it. I'm convinced that by the time Bonanza gets released, we'll probably get, like, a slew of DK-centric DLC for World, and that's where we'll get, like, Diddy and the other Kongs.
Can we get Cranky Kong as a playable driver?
Would be fun,
That'd
but
be
to get ahead,
nice.
but to get ahead of that, to get ahead of this crowd. Matt, you were saying?
I was saying you better be excited, Logan, considering the fact of I'm buying the game for you, so, you know.
I already.
Yay.
Happy
I know,
birthday,
I already.
you fuck.
I know. I already pre-ordered it.
Who the
What?
fuck decided to play as a baby?
Because in the sense of Matt, you can't. It's very difficult to gift people a game on Bike Time. It's very difficult to gift
I wanna buy the
people a
dolphin.
game on
I like
Nintendo Switch
dolphins.
too. So the way I'm looking at it, I'll double check it. It'd
No,
probably
Logan.
just be easier if I just pre-order it and then you just send me the money.
Logan, I was literally going to get the digital code for you to and send it to you. That was my plan.
If you can do it on the
Well,
day
there you
of,
go.
then I'll double check. If you can do it on the day of, then I'll cancel my pre-order. Mario Circuit, everybody. Don't know why it's in the third cup round, but well.
I mean, if
Technically
you're
so.
going with Nitro Cups first, then it's the second cup.
It still makes no
Yeah,
sense.
technically
Look
speaking.
at that Goomba. Look at that chain chomp.
Look at that clanky chain jump.
You know what, just going back to Kongs real quick, another thing that they showed off that I'm very curious to hear, well, not even just curious, we know what James thinks of it, but I want to hear him say it on the video. We talked about the whole fact of, like, for Odyssey, they waited until the second trailer to reveal, like, one of the biggest game mechanics, which is the capture thing. They basically did the exact same thing with Bonanza. DK has a new trick up his sleeve. Why don't you explain that and tell us what you think of it, James?
Oh, Bonanza.
Yep.
Bonanza!
Shape.
Closest thing we get to Animal Buddies.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it outright. Why the fuck did they turn Donkey Kong into Marty from Madagascar and make him ripped?
Why is Chris Rock so old?
He is old. I mean, we're all getting old.
And ripped!
Oh.
He was on King of the Hill, you know. Twice, in fact.
I mean, fuck Chris Rock. Now he's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No, he's not.
Ooh.
But no, in all seriousness, I am very much loving the quote-unquote Bonanza mechanic of the game, where it literally just allows DK to transform into, like, these mighty beasts based on very specific animals.
He could turn into Bigger Monkey, he could turn into Zebra, and finally, Bird.
He can fly as a flightless bird.
I was about to say.
And drop egg grenades.
Hey, listen, even the trailer acknowledged that technically that's not how that works, but they allow you to do it anyway because DK's just that stinking powerful.
Okay.
I mean, that is true.
I love it.
Also, just to get back to Mario Kart Wii for a second, I think this is probably like one of the most disappointing courses in the game for me. It's just a figure eight, and it's Mario Circuit.
I mean, we had a figure 8 course in Mario Kart DS as well, and nobody complained about that.
Yeah, but there I didn't have any complaints because it was literally labeled figure 8 circuit. What are you supposed to get out of that?
Wow.
I don't know if I don't know, Crazy Eights.
Okay, well, in Mario Circuit on DS, you get like an actual course.
What I think he's trying to say is that
Anyways, let's get Coconut Malt.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
Anywho, so yeah, we have that. We have more. We have full voice acting from Pauline. So I'm very curious who's going to be doing her voice in all different languages.
Yeah, because, like, it doesn't sound like Kate Higgins this time around. Like, I know
yeah,
there's a
she's young.
theory going around that, what's up?
Yeah, because it's young Pauline. Kate
Right.
Higgins is older
Well,
Pauline.
I mean, she could still be a... Kate could probably still voice the young one if she wanted to, but yeah. I've seen a... Forgive me for not saying the person's name because it's blanking on me at the moment. A lot of people are theorizing that a very particular VTuber was going to be involved in Bonanza because of some hints she was dropping on her stream that line up with a lot of theories revolving around Bonanza. My theory is that VTuber might actually be the actor for Small Lean here.
Wow.
And
That'd be
Smallene
quite-
is great. I keep on forgetting.
That'd be quite an accolade to be given that role because I'm gonna be wrong.
I mean,
So far
you
this
say
is
Smalling, I would have said Polly.
Can I?
Polly?
Can
Yeah,
I?
P-O-L-L-Y.
She didn't earn the lean in her name.
Hang on,
Yeah.
what's up, Matt?
That's
I
for
will
her
s-
evolution.
I will say, I do
Jeez.
like the fact that we're getting voice acting from her. I find it interesting. I still like how all the animals have animal noises. That's still great. I still can't
Yeah.
wait the voice
Yeah.
to be Void Kong. But,
God damn it.
and I might be controversial here, I don't know why, I hope to God that she gets a second take when the game actually comes out.
you know,
You're
like
not
the
a fan
voice.
of her
Her
performance?
delivery was kind of flat, in my opinion. Like,
It's flat in places, but overall, I find like there's kind of like early anime dub charm to the voice, in my opinion.
I assume you're talking about the moment when she tells them that she's gonna go with DK into the underground together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Ah, jeez.
Look, it's no Fat Eggman. I wonder what happened to Sonic.
Sonic?
It's nothing like that. Or Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman. What happened here?
Well, I mean, in Tails' defense, that was a little kid at that point, so...
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't
I don't think that's
change
really
the
good.
fact that some
Icky
of the
doesn't like
lines
children,
from the non-kid actors crack me up.
I don't think that's really a good comparison, if I'm going to be real.
No, it is not.
So, I'm curious to see, and I'm gonna say that it'd be pretty cool if it is that VTuber who, in the sense of like, probably a bit too full of myself at the moment to be thinking about that, but the fact that like, part of me wants to call that this may be one of the better DK games we're gonna get in a long while.
Well, it helps that we haven't really had a lot of DK games in a long while.
Yeah, the last one we've had proper was like, damn, already over a decade
Oh,
ago.
that shell was so sniped.
That was like, what, 2014?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Another thing that I really like about with Pauline, because I like to imagine Nintendo caught on to the complaints people had about how like they keep recycling the same song from Pauline over and over, and they're just like, you know what, fine, you want more than one song? We'll give you more than one song.
Here's the entire soundtrack.
Recontextualizing the do-do-do into an actual lyrical song, I'm down for it.
There's like, I think, like 3 vocal songs that were in that direct.
Speaking of DK.
I'm expecting there to be like at least one per level or one per like overall world of her, because her whole arc seems to be about her either gaining her confidence to become a singer or regaining her skills at being a professional singer.
Well, I know
It's gonna make you
it's pretty
cry.
much.
Yeah, I'm expecting to.
Yeah,
probably.
the fact that a DK game of all things is getting people emotional.
Like, you know what? I said it best after I watched that whole stream. What if we fashioned a Donkey Kong game after a Don Bluth film?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
So
fair.
you say that, but when you guys were reacting to the trailer this morning, I made the smartass comment on like the last shot of the trailer where it's Pauline reaching out to DK. Condom Hearts.
Condom Hearts.
Condom Hearts. I mean, yeah, it did kind of get that vibe. But I'm also just thinking to myself, it was one of you guys that said it, or maybe it was someone I saw online, so go all like, all Kongs go to heaven.
That was me!
That was also him.
That was
was
you,
you.
yeah.
I just love the fact that like someone said like they took the sad dad trope in video games and just made it a happy dad game.
Oh.
You know what? It kind of reminds me of a fucking comparison I made when we were comparing like DK's design from like Mario Kart 8 to Mario Kart World. On one hand, you got a rigid murderer or something along those lines, and then on the other half, you got a goofy himbo.
Meanwhile,
Donkey
people
Kong
online.
just picking his nose.
Meanwhile, people online are like, "Excuse me, I love that rigid murderer."
No, you don't.
I like it when Mario brutalizes a gorilla.
No one ever liked how he looked in Mario Kart 8.
I mean, I used to think that, but ever since we got this redesign, there's been like a massive influx of people that have been like weirdly compassionate towards his 8 model.
I'm going to
Wait,
be that
who the fuck
person.
are you talking about in this
Yeah,
instance?
I'm sorry. I'm going to be that person, Steve. Who the fuck? Because I have not seen many people at all. I've seen a lot of people praising the new
Contrarians
design.
online, trust me, I've seen.
Watch people that, like, if you ever see, like, videos comparing 8 Deluxe to World, because, you know, there's a lot of them, and I think it's warranted considering they're the 2 most immediate games. Look at the comment sections of any videos that, like, compare the characters. There are people that are still not over it.
And also,
Wait,
especially...
Unfortunately, it's come to a point where like the fan base is like evenly split
it's-
between those that love the new design and those that think, man, I like the old one more. It's just cool.
And if you thought that was
Man, I
bad,
like it when Donkey Kong beat
imagine
the
looking
shit
at
out of
how
giant
everybody
frogs
reacted
and
to
other
Diddy Kong's
Logan,
designs.
please
Yes?
talk.
Sorry.
He's trying to talk.
I decided to just kind of go for like berserker, and see what happens. Basically get my thought out. Basically get my thought out there was, and if you thought that was a contentious topic, just look at how many people. Look at how many people like reacted to Diddy Kong's redesign.
which is ironic considering that, like, by comparison, his redesign isn't nearly as drastic.
It's literally just...
love
it's
how
Again,
just-
all I'm saying is he didn't need that divider between his eyes.
I'm
Well,
sorry, I don't care.
I don't mind it, but I love the idea that it was the equivalent of one artist designer just getting very close and doink, and that was it, and just split the eyes, and that was the exact sound that was made, and then
Yeah.
fury.
Also, another
you-
thing that...
I like it. I like the description
mine.
somebody like.
Welcome to Wario's gold mine. All gold belongs to Wario.
I
What
love
if Wario's gold mine was a stage
Matt?
and
Yeah. Oh, what's up,
Yes,
Matt?
Matt.
I love the idea of somebody like literally the in between the new divider on Diddy's eyes is literally just a rubber band. Like,
You really do
I
feel
love
like
that.
that. Though, you know what? I'll say for
goodbye.
what it's worth, it doesn't look as bad when in motion, especially with the Bonanza, now that we know that, yeah, they haven't forgotten about Diddy Kong, or Dixie Kong.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Dixie Kong is there with them. Apparently, both her and Diddy are part of, like, this racing minigame that you can do
what the
with racing Rambies. And if you look closely, apparently Dixie also has, like, a little divider in her eyes, too.
And honestly, it doesn't look quite as bad as how it looks
They're
on
all
Diddy.
game dividers.
look, this isn't ugly Sonic levels of eye divider gate.
Oh, of course not. I'm mostly just doing it to be facetious.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think, like, movie Sonic, like, current movie Sonic, mind you, but I do think movie Sonic whenever I see, like, the new Diddy and Dixie designs with, like, the way they, like, the divider there is colored the way it is to pay tribute to the Mono Eye, very similar
Is
to
it
how,
really
like, movie
that
Sonic
bad?
has the... Well, that's similar to how, like, movie Sonic has, like, the little white between his eyes to pay homage to
Right.
his game counterpart's Mono Eye.
And you know what, to give credit where it's due, at least the movies make it look right.
Yeah, honestly, movie designs are great.
I just wish Sonic had skin tone arms. That would fix every problem I have with the live action movies, I tell you.
Listen, it's whatever at this point. They've kept the look for long enough. It's kind of the same way why most people nowadays don't bitch about Boom Sonic without the pale arms.
I'm still stoked, and
Why does
and,
Wario's why does Wario's pointing down icon there look like he has two udders?
I'm sorry, what?
don't say that ever again.
Moo!
I just am surprised that
I wonder-
I'm surprised. I'm looking forward to Sonic 4. I'm gonna say, and the fact that Nintendo recognizes the stopping power of Sonic 4.
I'm sorry, Logan. Logan, say that out of context.
That I'm looking forward to Sonic 4.
Oh, right.
What year is it?
Not that Sonic 4. Not Sonic 4 episode.
I won
whatever.
episode 3, devil damage.
But no, but
Sorry, had to get
no,
that.
you're good.
Had to
you're
get at
good.
least that
It took
laugh.
me a second.
Oh!
But yeah, no, the fact that
It was worth it!
no, the fact that I was not expecting to be looking forward to that, and Nintendo acknowledges that it's going to be pretty big, considering that they just confirmed that to avoid that release date with Godzilla, they are delaying the Zelda movie a little bit.
2027.
You know what? Like, because it's been a bit of an ongoing gag with the Sonic movies where they would just, like, obliterate some other movie in the sales. Like, with Sonic 2, it was Birds of Prey. With Sonic 3, it was Mufasa. Now, knowing that Sonic is, like, now competing with the new Godzilla movie, first off, I don't think it'll be
What have you
nearly as
done?
Peach, what are you
one-sided.
doing?
Please let that count. Oh,
Peach?
I was wondering if that would have actually counted
gave
as you
up.
like swung out.
Fucking
over the
hell,
hill.
Mecca. I did not deserve that, you petty low shirt. I did not deserve that.
Well,
And Rosalina takes the gold.
Have you seen what I've been doing?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. As you're also gonna.
I don't deserve this shit. Don't give me
As
petty.
you're also gonna see, Welcome to Mario Kart Wii, where it has some of the most heinous, some of the most heinous level design, where you'll be falling down many a pit.
Yes.
Wait, how do I stick it first?
Oh, by a few points, you
did?
did it.
that was a tight race, yeah.
Oh, it was.
Well, son of a bitch.
All right, kart time. But yeah, sorry, apologies. So Icky,
Back to a reliable.
Icky, what are you most excited for with Bonanzas?
Just the fact that I could play as Monkey.
That's fair.
That's important, yes.
And how?
That, and you know what it is about Donkey Kong Bonanza that's, like, really, like, catching my interest? It's the fact that it feels like the perfect marriage between Nintendo's interpretation of Donkey Kong and the Rareware era of Donkey Kong.
Agreed.
I think so. Oh, especially because apparently there was an interview where they revealed that yeah, the main team working on Bonanza were the quote unquote the younger staff at the on the Mario Odyssey team who grew up playing Donkey Kong Country and wanted to make their own spin on it.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I mean,
And
considering
also-
you also have like the retro-looking Donkey Kong Country looking segments in Bonanza.
Those
Yeah.
look so
I
fun.
can't wait.
I would
Those
like.
look really good.
it's not.
I would like to note, by the way, as well. People have pointed out. I just realized this. One of the fun things about this new game is you could tell they took the last level where you control Bowser in Odyssey and went,
And just made that full
why
game.
don't we make that a whole game?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Well, I know that was something that James talked about when we did Odyssey.
Yeah. So there you go, James.
Hey.
Instead of
They
Peach,
made a whole
just make
game?
an adorable little Scrimblow version of Pauline.
Now, which is, that's all fine and good. Now we just need a whole game dedicated to Bowser.
That'd be
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
nice.
Bowser's Inside Story wasn't enough for you? Huh?
Not in a
Huh?
platforming
Is that
sense.
the case?
Listen,
No.
listen.
Not
Bowser's
mainline.
Inside Story was great,
Yeah.
but first off, it was an RPG. Secondly, the Mario Brothers still had at least half of the spotlight.
It's still a Mario
Right.
game.
Honestly,
I mean,
I
it's still a Bowser game.
Honestly, I am going to be that person. I do think we need a, Bowser-centric platformer at some point. Or, Bowser Jr. and all that.
If not a full-on platformer, I would love to see a Bowser beat 'em up.
That'd be awesome.
Like in
Bowser
a similar style to like Devil May Cry or
Oh,
Bayonetta.
that'd be kind of cool.
In that case, I think you'd have to make a new Mario villain altogether that can possibly surpass Bowser in terms of threat.
I mean, why not? I mean, that's what they've been
Yeah.
doing for a lot of the Mario spin-offs. Like,
Yeah, but
Luigi
that's
has
for the
King.
spin-offs. I'm talking about the main games.
This would be a spin-off!
Are you saying this Bowser? Are you saying this Bowser game wouldn't be a spin-off?
I'm saying that would be a platformer that stars Bowser.
Again, you're
Donkey
saying it
Kong
wouldn't be a
is a-
spin-off?
Sorry, Donkey Kong Bonanza is a platformer that stars Donkey Kong and Pauline.
Yeah, but
and
it's
yeah,
a
I still
first-party
consider it.
main game.
It's a spin-off of a Mario franchise game, though.
No, but Donkey Kong came first. Mario's a spin-off of him.
It is literally Odyssey 2.
How are you doing over there, Toad? Just peachy, thanks.
Just follow confirms. Icky hits Bowser.
I can't feel my thumbs.
I don't hate Bowser. I love Bowser.
So I will say
Russian obstacles.
there is another reason.
Unless you're referring to Doug Bowser, which, yes, I don't like Doug
I
Bowser.
will say there's a.
So you hate
I
me.
will say there's a.
No, I'm not talking about Doug. I'm talking about Doug Bowser.
Doug likes Bowser.
What about Doug as Bowser? Do you hate Doug
What
as
about
Bowser?
Doug as a Bowser
Who's
suit?
S?
Okay, I actually do need to ask them because that does bring up another reason why we're covering this game. Is Doug has now gotten Switch 2 confirmed.
Woo!
Fucking time.
So
With the bundle.
Hooray!
Join the fun that is Mario Kart World. And the freaky fucking, stunt compilations I've seen of that game. Holy shit.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh god, oh man,
Wait,
oh
what
shit,
the? Hold
oh
the fuck
second.
up!
hold on,
Toad?
wait a minute. Was that a toad in
You had
the
that
row?
in the bag, dude. What
That
the
was a
fuck?
toad in the row.
You could have totally taken that from us.
Toad?
So we wouldn't have been mad at you.
Toad was like,
Oh, look, a penny.
Come on,
my
it's
God.
fine. You
Sorry, the penguin's calling for me.
That victory didn't. Excuse me. What am I doing? That victory didn't feel well earned. Not gonna lie.
Shy Guy Beach.
I need a drink.
Shy Guy
Aw.
Beach, which, when I was younger, I thought this was an SNES course.
Nope. Game Boy Advance.
It's just as flat as
I
an
would
SNES
say,
course.
I would say, I'll give Wii this. I do like their commitment to the bit of making it look as if resemble the presentation that it had on its source console.
I like it.
Yeah.
I reckon.
So,
But personally, I just think this course is boring as shit.
Matt, what are you most excited about with Donkey Kong Dobanhankoros?
What?
What'd you call it?
Donkey Kong Dahuka Bankaloos.
Yes, we are aware that Bonanza Kong has a big butt.
Banana fan of Bofana.
Donkey Kong
I will
Honga
say,
Longa
I-
Nonologangus.
By fans.
I will actually be
Donkey
Kong, though.
Donkey Kong the Big Bird.
I will actually.
Donkey Kong is in hell.
Anyway,
Yes,
Matt, your thoughts on the Bonanza so far?
I will actually say, I do think that the game,
Wow.
like, here's the thing. I am not a Donkey Kong game person. I'm not a big fan of Donkey Kong, like, in general. I don't hate the games. I just never really had an interest in playing them.
You're not a Donkey Kong engineer?
I really want to play Bonanza now.
Because I mean, because I think
Sweet.
That should say something.
Joining the
I think it's
fun.
gonna I think it's going to you bitch.
Hey.
Because I'm curious, like, what
Spicy
your
bitch.
because I'm curious what like, how do you feel like? Because it looks like it's gonna like tap into that collectathon, like digging around, like itch that you have.
I do like digging around. I like Shovel Knight, but still.
You like digging?
I mean,
This is a bit ridiculous.
But
I mean, yeah, you're technically doing a lot of digging in Bonanza if you really want to like comb the level to its finest details.
Oh my god, can we talk about just how basically every single inch of the level design looks like you could just wreck it to
I believe that's
pieces?
the intent.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, no, like you get to go pretty deep in that game.
Yeah, like I think they
literally,
did
yeah.
establish that like there would be like the outlines of the levels would have like a layer of bedrock that you can't destroy, so that way you don't risk like tunneling to the ends and like falling into the abyss.
Toad, no, you
No,
earned this one.
after you.
There. I was
There you
actually
go.
going to like drive and push you through the line if I
I'm
had
not
to.
crying about it.
Eddie.
Can I just say, that was the most sarcastic after you I've ever heard in my entire life. That just, no, after you!
My liege.
But as far as like the terrain goes, it is very impressive, and I don't know how many people catch up on this, but if you do look at like when you pause or you bring up the map, there is a prompt that lets you reset the terrain, which can be handy in case there's like certain platforming obstacles that require destructibility.
Yeah, it makes sense. You don't want to.
So now I do wonder. I'm already looking forward to whenever people start doing complete destruction percent.
Someone's gonna do it. Just to.
That'd be fun.
But no, it
You know
looks.
they exist.
Basically, to finish, the game looks like a lot of fun and all that. I'll be that person. I'm more of an RPG person, but this game, every now and then I dabble in platformers, and this is one of those games. It looks like fun.
Hey Matt, guess what?
What?
DK Bonanza counts as an RPG.
It does technically with the skill
Ah.
point system.
You got skill trees. You got custom
I mean,
gears.
That definitely surprised a good handful of us.
Okay, but
Yeah, no.
Okay, but like the Devil May Cry games have skill trees, and that still
Yeah.
doesn't count
Okay, but
as an RPG.
No, but it has role-playing game elements.
Listen, let's just call Donkey Kong Bonanza as it is. Mario and Link had a very intimate night, and then they adopted a gorilla.
And that's how we got.
Meanwhile, Peach,
And
Peach
no,
is
no,
like,
no,
I'm
even funnier.
Saved me. Why did you do that?
No. Even funnier than that. You cut to like a night in the hospital. Mario's like swaddling a little thing in a blanket.
damn it.
Link's like at the foot of the bed, and he's like, "I can't believe you done this to me." And worst of all, he has this guy's stupid face. And it just cuts to Donkey Kong in the doorway.
So
So now that the both of you put images in my head that I really did not need in my head,
Okay, the point of it is though is that it's pretty much an interesting mix between the elements of Mario Odyssey and the Breath of the Wild duology.
it does feel like a nice compromise. I'll agree. But you know what? Just going back to the prospect of it being like RPG light, that also extends to another thing they showed off that like I think some of us knew would be in there,
Oh, wow,
but
you
I'm
need a
surprised
mushroom
with the
in
way
these
it's
parts.
implemented. Oh right, yeah, be careful around there. The fact that you can unlock costumes for both DK and Pauline, and unlike in Odyssey where it's just purely cosmetic, and Bonanza, the costumes apparently give you like very slight stat buffs.
Nice try.
Or even that. No. Not even just stat buffs. They can unlock completely different abilities, too.
Yep.
Like, there was one short scene where Pauline was in, like, a ringleader's costume, and she was bouncing on top of Donkey Kong just rolling around like a ball.
Oh, that's not an ability. That's just like a little idle
no, that's
animation
part of
for
the
when you're
costume.
rolling in place.
Sorry.
Oh, well, maybe it extends, like, the rolling time? I don't know.
Random thing, but I just got the most insulting thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
What was
that?
Oh, what happened to me?
Fucking, I decide, so in the background I'm just like playing on my Switch too. I decide to, start some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I never played it before. So I'm playing the one on the Game Boy, like on the Game Boy player.
Oh. Okay, so you're not playing the DX version.
No. Do they have a DS emulator on the Switch too?
No, the DX version.
Oh, DX.
Like the Switch remake of the first game.
Yeah. Also, I'm saying that sarcastically. I know that there's not, but no.
Lord.
Yeah, no. I have. I'm just playing just to try it out. The Game Boy Advance. They suggested I as a Psyduck. I feel insulted. I feel so insulted right now.
Sorry.
Hey, people like
I'm burning
Psyduck.
this. I'm burning this house down.
It'll be fine.
And unfortunately, unlike the remake, you can't just manually choose which of the.
Yeah,
stars.
no. I'm going to check. I'm going to actually
Just
bring
look it up.
the guide.
They'll tell you which ones.
Yeah, no, that is something I do still think is kind of lame. I mean, I kind of get what they were going with, but I never thought the personality questionnaire to choose your playable Pokemon was necessary.
It's not.
Did you know that it was a scrapped peripheral related to Scientology before it was made into Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
All right. All right. I'm getting a Totodile because it's my favorite.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? Speaking of questionable novelty things added to Nintendo games, what do you think of that weird Mario artist revival in Bonanza?
Oh yeah.
Donkey Kong Paint? I love it!
You know what? I'm down with it because you know what it also reminds me of? It's kind of like the modern day Mario face
from
technology
64,
from Mario
yeah.
64.
Or even better, it kind of reminds me of, it kind of feels like their second attempt at bringing back the 64 disc drive Mario Artist
Yeah,
series.
the Mario Paint in 3D.
Right.
And holy shit, it looks really dang cool.
I think he's gonna make stuff.
It's literally just 3D sculpting.
I think he's gonna make some weird shit.
Yeah, no, think of all the majestic pieces of art that'll be made on that thing.
Like pizza!
Man, I can't wait till we get to that movie.
I know. I was say before anybody thinks I was just being mean to Icky, I was making a quote reference.
Yeah, to a movie we'll get to soon. But yeah, there's that. I think one thing that's interesting. They were showing off some of the.
In the post.
Yeah. One thing that I thought was interesting as far as they showed off some of the multiplayer elements that apparently Bonanza will have. Like a second player can be Pauline and she could just Phoenix Wright yell things at people.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess it's also kind of like Velma for Multiverses, but let's talk about a good game for a change.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's that, and I mean, I've seen a small handful of games that actually do have the whole shouting as a power-up thing. In fact, it reminds me of one game that Logan and I still need to play at some point. Gokujo Parodius.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it reminds me of Mike Kirby from Kirby and the Mike.
But another thing is
but here's the difference though. Did Kirby actually shout out words that can be used as projectiles?
Made of solid gold.
No, he didn't.
Wait, you never heard of the word Disco?
No, but it wasn't made of solid gold.
But the word didn't physically appear on screen, though, is what he means.
I'm curious how that's gonna look in other languages. Actually, another localization.
Maybe. Although that's but going to that real quick.
Could you imagine they just retranslated for every single? That wouldn't be too out of
You turn on the German localization, it just covers the whole screen.
Back up. Stop pulling that shit on me, man.
Anyway,
this game's winner is
by a fucking clean sweep. Holy shit!
Sweet.
Maybe I should play as Birdo more often.
Maybe.
I need to stop using the jet.
But going back to the
Go ahead.
Thank you all, you're all too kind.
I did this all by myself.
So the multiplayer stuff in Bonanza, that's pretty neat. Kind of reminds me of the multiplayer stuff in the Galaxy games. Something interesting is that they shared it. First off, it's another game that does the game share thing, and they also did this thing where I forget the proper name for it, but it's where you could have two Switch 2s play the game when they're next to each other. Yeah, game share. Apparently, you can also do it with the first Nintendo Switch as well.
Which was astonishing.
Really?
In the
console is going to explode.
Let's do it, brother.
That is going to explode.
Not unless... And I know this is like
Logan,
me
yes.
not
Logan,
understanding much of anything.
Since we're going, real quick, Logan, since we're going on the bike and you're currently playing as Wario, you know what you need to do.
Of course.
There it is.
If only he had the costume to go with it.
I'm astonished they never brought this back. It seems like a
Agreed.
no-brainer. It's his bike.
Right?
The sneakster.
Here we go. But yeah, your observation again about that Switch One thing, Iki?
I kind of feel like it's going to act akin to the cloud versions of like Kingdom Hearts 3. Namely that it's used as more of like a TV screen that you're controlling via the Wi-Fi.
Possibly.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, come to think of it, Element, I haven't been paying too much attention to what you guys have been saying, but Logan, Hype, didn't you guys test out a game chat not that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, you made us test it out.
How was it?
We tried it out,
I'll
and it
say
was
from what we played of it, like the worst, like barring the little screen with the slow frame rate and whatnot, because that's going to be there no matter what. But barring like the actual input from the both of us, the worst I really experienced was like a tiny bit of like input delay, but otherwise it actually ran pretty competently.
It was a little bit okay for me because I think it was me connecting to you. It was okay-ish. It mainly just kind of it kind of was like I wouldn't say it's like any better or worse than Parsec.
Yeah, it's essentially like Nintendo's equivalent of Parsec in that case.
Yeah, I guess in that case, that's not the worst thing in the world.
The fuck?
Daisy Circuit, the first of its kind.
Yep, I mean, I dig it.
And cementing her
I
love
would
for
dig it
Luigi
further
since
if the
kids.
course design weren't so boring.
So, okay, I need to ask this real quick because you've been a bit of a stickler in terms of track design is concerned. What would you say is your ideal track design?
Honestly,
Like, how zigzaggy does it gotta be?
Honestly, I really love courses like Squeaky Clean Sprint, for example. I can't exactly say what it is exactly that I'm looking in a course's design, but... God, I'm sleepy.
Oh, I cannot just
man.
bear to think about.
Oh, I
such
cannot bear the
drab
stress
course
of
design.
thought at 9:58 at night. You know what it is that Mario Kart 8 got really, really right? Is framing every single, like, Nitro course as, like, a 3-act structure, almost.
A 3x structure. How so?
Let's take courses like... Shit, which one is it? My brain is
about to say,
dying
Mecca.
slowly but surely.
Get your ass over that line. Yeah, I did you.
Fuck, I just had it in mind. You know what? Let me go to the Mario Wiki so I could just look at it and gawk at it. Shy Guy Falls!
I mean, that's a fun one.
It's like you start...
Oh god, it's time, folks. It's time.
Oh, baby, what courses is this?
Grand OG.
We all know what we hear whenever we go to this track nowadays.
Yeah.
It's a fun
Fucking
day.
penis music, the chorus.
Thank you,
Thank
Doug.
you, Doug.
Fucking hell.
You know why?
But no, it's courses like Shy Guy Falls that really exemplify the 3-act structure I'm thinking of. Because you start on the cape, then you go to the waterfalls, and then you go through the mines and straight back to the line.
Oh, come on.
So, like, every third of the course is completely unique.
All 3 parts of the course are unique.
That's fair.
That kind of makes me
And
think
they all,
of
like, they flow through to one another, whereas courses like Daisy Circuit just feel homogenous.
Yes.
I mean, I see what you're
Holy
like.
cow.
I see where you're coming from in terms of like it has to transition like one to the next. Like spoil a bit, like in Mario Kart World's Rainbow Road.
No, I'll do you one better. The remake Ribbon Road.
Oh, that's a fun one.
All three sections of the track in that case, you could narrow down to the colors of the ribbon that you drive on.
But see now, but
starting the-
okay,
Because
but
the main,
it doesn't make
the main
sense to me then.
What?
It doesn't make sense. Then.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
Because
Oh, shit.
because the very like reasons you don't like certain courses because they're just figure eights is also Boo's Cinema.
I like Boo
Mario
Cinema
Kart
in Mario Kart World.
Oh, I love Boo Cinema.
I know, but it is also technically just a figure eight.
No, it isn't.
It really is.
I mean,
it kind of is,
nope.
yeah. Like,
You cross into
Wait.
it, then you turn around, then you cross back out of it.
Help.
I think I might be misinterpreting it, but I think the courses that he tends to like aren't the ones that go like the typical like go through the one lap 3 times. I think it's more so the ones that like each chunk of the map is like its own separate lap. You know, something like say DK Spaceport.
No, like what I'm saying is like again, like Ribbon Road for. let me try and explain Ribbon Road and why I think that one works out really well too.
And more.
So it has the 3 colored tracks. It has the red ribbon, which you start and end on. You have the green ribbon, which has all the Mecha Koopas waddling around. And you have the blue ribbon, where the whole road is wavy and in anti-gravity. Each section of that course is unique. And
Oh, so
one
you're saying
flows
like
in-
so you like the courses that like change dynamically with the laps, like a Racing Transform does.
No, not transforming dynamically, but transitioning, making each segment of the track interesting. Like, you know what? You're playing on one of those kinds of courses right now, Koopa Cave. You start on the cave, you go down the river, and then you go through the tubes, and you end up back on the cave.
Can I be real?
You know?
What is the purpose of the POW block if the lightning bolt also exists?
I don't know.
there's a
Koopa, what are
because
you
the POW
doing?
the POW block has a counter. Basically, if you tap the D-pad just correctly, you can sort of rebound. You can rebound from the earthquake that ensues.
If I remember right, you could jump, like, at the very moment the third strike is hit, and you could avoid getting hit.
Oh,
You can't,
really?
but it is precise.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that then. All right, Matt, do you have a favorite of these? Matt, in any racing game, I'm gonna open it up because I'm curious. In any racing game, do you have a favorite track?
You know, I'm just going to bring it back to, you know what? I'm going to just
This
bring
is
it
my
back
favorite
to Mario
of
Kart.
Wii's tracks, by the way.
Huh?
Same.
Sorry, continue. I was just
What?
quickly saying aside. This is my favorite, like visually, of the Mario Kart Wii tracks.
It looks
This
great.
does look good.
Welcome to Central Park, New York.
Let's see if you get sniped in this one, Logan.
Oh god.
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
But
Yeah,
no,
continue.
I will say, probably. I mean, I love Dragon Drift in Mario Kart. The same with the Excite Bike, and
Oh, side bikes.
one more. There's one more. Honestly, you know what? I'm going to be a simpleton. Classic Mute City in any F-Zero game, and even in Mario Kart 8. I love.
I
Mute
think
City
the Mario
so
Kart
much.
8 version of Mute City is really dang good.
Oh, it's great. It's a great version. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. The only other thing I can really think of is long ago on the original Xbox. There's this one game that it wasn't Forza or anything, but it's a racing game that I would always play on that. That is like every single course was like in a house. Like there's different sections of a house, and it's really fun to drive through.
Oh, dude, are you talking about Hot Wheels Stunt Rally?
No, it wasn't a Hot Wheels game.
Micro Machines?
Oh.
It wasn't Micro Machines either. I don't know the name of the fucking game. That's the weird thing. I truly do not know. I'm going to, you know what, Xbox racing games. I'm just going to check.
No,
Hey!
Sorry, Wigglers.
Dude,
No,
you just fucking reminded me that Hot Wheels Stunt Racing exists, and it makes me cry for my childhood. That I was never able to construct a course as crazy as that in my own house.
and I only cried for 20 minutes.
No, I said.
Uh-oh.
Ugh. This is a random ass mesh thingy.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
Who's in second?
Also, I forgot how much airtime you could get by jumping off of stuff in this game.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Like, you go fucking flying from a
Again,
simple,
well, again,
like,
the trick.
bump
Again,
in the road.
this is the trick system, and I forget if I had already asked. Was it this one or was it DS that gave us the? I forgot what it's called. The jet stream.
I believe it was yes.
It was DS.
Yeah, DS is...
Okay.
DS, I believe, was what started the slipstream.
That's
Fun
a-
fact, by the way, I can't find the fucking game. I have no idea what
Oh,
game
well.
it was.
Fair enough. I
Have you
know-
tried Hot Wheels Stunt Rally? That
I
was
know-
a pretty cool one that
I
takes
know-
place in a house.
I know there's a subreddit that is like helpful for like specifically like that, like trying to find like a game that you remember from your childhood.
It also had like a really fucking cool like level editor where you use like actual like Hot Wheels like sets
Oh, that's
to make
neat.
your own courses in like the basement area of the game.
That's nifty. Poor
And
Junior.
there was this one.
Mecha.
There was this one set. Mecha.
Backing up.
Mecha?
There you go.
He just wanted to go in backwards.
Backing up. Backing up.
Well, you backed up. And you know
Hey,
what?
You know what?
I
think
think
Bowser
Cheater is
Jr. came out
lost.
fourth.
Yeah, we'll catch up.
Guys, can we hurry this up? My bike's almost out of
That's
gas.
true. I gotta pay for this. Let's go to the
But no,
volcano.
like-
favorite.
Speaking of Volcano, that was where my tangent was going. That there was this one Hot Wheel set when I was a kid that I've always wanted to try and get, and that was the fucking volcano thing where it shoots, like, it goes through the mouth of the volcano and then it shoots upwards, loops in on itself.
Oh, that's a
and then
classic
just-
set. They should have just made levels
Yeah.
or just like. Okay. I
They
got
should have
an
just
idea.
made it an actual Hot
No,
Wheels
it's like I got an idea. It's like tabletop
Awesome,
simulator. It's like
but
no.
it's Hot Wheels.
Well, basically, it's like it's a tabletop simulator, but specifically like you get to know.
You get to
No.
know
No,
what.
you don't. God damn it. Ow.
Yeah, no, it's tabletop simulator, but you specifically get to you get it lets
Put
you get to
pieces
play with
of
all
Hot Wheels together.
well, it lets you get to play with all those old sets and stuff that you never got to have, like
That would be fucking sick.
like the
I
volcano you could just
Logan,
have in front of
isn't
you, like wow. Yeah.
Logan, isn't that a thing that already exists? It's called It's called Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah,
But
but
not
that's
Hot
roller
Wheels.
coasters. We're talking about cars.
We need a
Those
Hot
have
Holy
Wheels.
wheels.
hell!
They're
Did you see
hot.
the arm on Wario? He chucked that thing.
And you almost fucking ate shit
I
for that.
almost hit it myself. Nope.
Oh, shit. Goodbye.
Don't
Oh, not again.
Yeah, after that point, I should have turned into a dry bones.
Promotion.
Awkward.
Oh, drama.
Drama.
Which I'm still curious because it's supposed to. Wait, doesn't that movie come out this December? Or is it next
movie?
December?
What?
No,
Mario
next year.
World?
Next
That's
year.
next year. Like,
Okay. Oh, and
that's
actually,
also
and-
something that I'm hoping that we get to learn more of. The fact that like I not it doesn't even have to be a trailer. I just want to know like more info about it in general. Like who's gonna be returning, who's gonna be brought into it, and who's gonna be
a
playing
voice
them.
cast, yeah. Because that is actually another thing I just now remembered as well. Icky's, thank you for remembering that. I forget if we talked about it or not. Maybe we already did. That officially the Mario movie 2 is going to be known as Mario World, which yeah makes sense. You got Yoshi coming in.
Its
you
trailer
know.
music better reflect the deep cartoon, or else I'm not buying a ticket.
Which, by the way, I'm actually going to be that person. Can we all just talk about how bad the Nintendo leaks have been recently? Like,
Oh,
they've
that small
bad.
meme.
Like everything this year that Nintendo has been planning, like, pretty much was leaked. Like the fact that Pauline was going to be in Bonanza, the fact that the Mario...
Okay, hold on, Matt. In that case, that was technically Nintendo's own damn fault.
Someone got
That's-
fired.
Well, that's what he means. The fact that the leaks in
It's
general
st-
have just
it
been
was
more
still a
plentiful.
leak, though. It doesn't matter where the leak comes from. It's still
right
the
there.
fact of all the leaks, like all the
Right,
fucking
that one
Switch
was
2
negligent.
was
Someone
leaked.
up-
Mario,
right, Switch
Super
2
Mario
Switch
World
2
was
was-
leaked. Pauline
Switch-
was leaked.
Right,
Sorry.
Switch 2 was malicious. Pauline was definitely like Pauline was negligence, but no, the Switch 2 like
No,
that
it-
stuff was like
again-
someone like grabbed that. I agree.
Again, saying again,
Wow.
it doesn't matter where the leak comes
Whoa.
from. What I'm saying is that the leaks, like there have just been so many fucking leaks this year
Mama
involving
Wario, I
Nintendo.
did it.
Oh! By the way,
I am the best. I am the best. I now pronounce that this year's be called Wario Kart.
by the way, dating the video even further,
Oh,
JD Vance has been banned on Blue Sky as of 9:40 this evening.
oh, that didn't last too
That
long.
didn't take him long.
I would like to note that we started this video before even starting the video. We talked about
Oh
it.
my gosh, this video is going to last longer than
This
his
video
profile.
has lasted longer than JD Vance
It was-
on Blue Sky.
Literally, this video's beginning and end was JD Vance's life on Blue Sky. That was the entirety of it.
Ain't that something? Alrighty.
Nobody likes a yippee chihuahua.
Yeah, hell of it.
Alright, we're up to
So,
cards again.
because I want to make sure they get involved, because I don't know how much talking they've been on it. Mecha, Doug, from what you've gathered, assuming there's been any interest in it from either of you, what have your guys' impressions been on what we know of Bonanza now?
I like it.
In
That's it.
Mecha?
Cool.
Actually, wait. I'm terribly sorry. Go back. I just realized Rosaline's also using the same card I am. I'll start with something else.
I mean, does it really matter?
It's been a nice thing.
I
they're
want
doing.
everyone to be unique. Is that so wrong?
Yay!
It's not
Okay,
very fat
Rosie,
fucks.
we'll be fine.
Screw the homogeny.
Oh, that's right. Was this the start of Rosalina being always considered a heavyweight for some reason?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, this is also the first time Rosalina's actually been in a Mario Kart.
Since the beginning.
She's a super giant.
Officially, she's known as like a cruising class, I think.
Yeah, cruiser class.
Which is like somewhere in between standard and heavyweight.
Ah.
And we call that the density of outer space.
Yeah, she literally has a planet in her brain.
Also unique to this game, Aluma's flying around with her at all times.
Yeah.
Look at the little guy.
Follower characters.
Anyways,
Fuck this.
I'm going to use this cup as an opportunity to take a quick shower because I do not really like the selection of tracks used for this.
Damn.
I
Okay.
have nothing to really say about them.
Alrighty.
You can also just be honest. You're feeling sneaky at the moment.
I am feeling very stinky at the moment.
That's fair.
But
Okay.
but being here for Desert Hills is going to make me feel even stinkier, so we'll be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
This fucking BS, the bitch.
Oh.
That's right. I said it.
Anyway, what about you, Mega? Did you get a chance to say your thoughts on Bonanza?
I think Mecha's locked in as a me driver for the time being.
Fair.
Okay. I guess this is what I get for trying to get people involved.
Also, shit, that's right. You can't actually use fake item boxes to block incoming projectiles for you.
Man, that was... Good on you
Yeah, that
trying
was
to use that Blizzard Bluffs-esque, like, shortcut there. You just need a little bit more boost in your step.
Yeah, I need a few more mushrooms. Ow.
That's also... You know what? That's also another thing, just like a little... Oh, boy! Just a little, like, personal thing, because, I've been testing... Well, not even so much testing, but just for kicks, in addition to playing Mario Kart World, I also felt like going back and playing CTR Nitro Fueled on my Switch 2 as well. First off, in spite of every other thing that I've been seeing with a bunch of other third parties, Nitro Fueled doesn't really play that much differently on the Switch 2 compared to the Switch 1, which is a bit odd.
Yeah.
The load times are a little bit better, but not by much.
And second off, like, after being so accustomed to, like, Kart World's controls, which, you know, I generally like how Kart World controls, it almost feels alien trying to get accustomed to just how snappier, like, Nitro Fueled controls.
Yeah. I forget. Has anyone here tried Anton Blast on the Switch 2 yet?
I did. Runs fine. Actually, it runs better than it did previously on Switch 1.
Get fucked.
That's what matters.
Banana Slammer!
Oop.
I would have put a little more effort into that, but I only got second place.
I think Logan took that too personally.
There you go. Oh, I thought he was just trying
I
to.
did some
I thought he
damage
was
there.
just trying to wait on Mecha.
It's like, oh, I think I did some damage there.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
I saw a funny little exploit on YouTube the other day. The Mario Kart World.
that?
What exploit?
What'd you see?
Because of its because of the rewind function. You go backwards like a set distance and stuff. There are people who literally have gotten faster lap times, like because sometimes people will record a world record of what's the fastest you can clear any one lap on a track. Doesn't matter if it's the full race, just what's your fastest lap time around a course, with mushrooms and whatnot. And people found that they've actually found that they can get world records by driving the course backwards, and then once they pass through their first lap, using the rewind function to zoom through the rest of the next lap, because they are technically rewinding through the course.
Wow.
Is it kind of bad that I kind of figured that's what people were gonna do?
Oh, the minute you have a new toy, you want to try and see how far you can break it.
Oh, you tried, Buster. You tried.
You bumped me. Yeah, you fucking told.
I'm too heavy.
Oh, I just saw this. My friend Moy found a post that was a very amusing comparison where it's like a paired duo that create music, search various lands to find golden relics, and can transform into different animals. Close enough. Welcome back, Banjo-Kazooie.
God, you're not wrong. Holy shit, you're not
Close
wrong.
enough.
I'm done.
I mean, Donkey Kong Country was a rare property at one point.
Actually, I'm going to say this game feels like a very rare game. Rare style
I can
game.
see it being rare. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am still of the freaking mindset of I'm sorry, Microsoft, with every god dang, I hate these right turns. With every passing year, with Odyssey's success, with the popularity of what we're seeing with Bonanza already, why they have
Not to mention the flood of indie platformers we've been getting.
why they have not decided that we should why they have decided that we should not get some form of revitalization or we are going to get 2 new licensed SpongeBob platformers before any sort of rejiggied HD remaster of the first Banjo-Kazooie.
Don't expect that.
And I guess really quick, not to state that that's my new standard is I want HD remakes. No, I want new games as well. But just the fact that I'll take anything at this point now.
I mean, honestly, it's very interesting seeing how people have kind of shifted on the concept of remakes. I welcome remakes if it's for a game that had a lot of potential but just was never able to really utilize it. It's part of the reason why a lot of people were really on board with the idea of Project 06, and why I still think to this day I'm looking forward to whenever they decompile and recompile Nuts and Bolts.
That'll be the day.
I'm up for that.
Okay, my friend's gonna have a heyday with that one.
Yeah, and then Mecha can torture himself once more with TT. No, just kidding. We're not gonna.
I think you put.
We're not gonna ask.
I think
you
he's
to
having
do-
a war flashback, Logan. How dare you?
Okay, just kidding. We're not gonna force you to go with TT again. TT's kind of unfair. Borrow this real quick.
TT's kind of a dick.
I can get a TT except for one stupid, bloody mission.
Yeah.
My
hate
favorite.
it.
My favorite's still the do as much damage or experience as much G-force or whatever as possible. Because I forget, have you ever seen that video, Mecha, of the person who just made hey, here's my cart. It's literally just an ejector seat, and we're just gonna go ricocheting around the arena.
Yeah, I remember seeing someone actually rebuilding a ODST drop pod.
Oh my gosh.
And
Matt.
they built a fair amount of Halo vehicles in the Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, that's true. Often in N64 again.
Yes.
I was
Well, Funky, we're going back home.
saying, Matt, how far have you gone into Cyberpunk? Oh, look at this.
I mean, to be fair, I've already beaten, I beat the original, release of Cyberpunk.
DLC?
Not the DLC, actually. I do need to actually beat the DLC. And to be fair, expansion, not DLC, expansion. There is a difference.
Is there?
But
in-house release, I guess. Go ahead though.
Okay, to be fair, DLC is expansion is a type of DLC. How about that? Where instead of just being, oh, here's extra content, it's here's an entirely new aspect of the game that we are changing. I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
Expand.
that's true.
I'm trying to think to determine that. I'm a dumbass, okay? But no.
You're fine.
I'm really liking Cyberpunk on the Switch too. My only problem is the fact of to get to get performance mode on playing on the TV, you have to have a TV that can run 120 hertz. I don't have that. I have a 4K TV that does not run 120. It runs 60. But still, on handheld, it actually runs really smoothly. But yeah.
Okay.
But no, I still
They
need...
really did. They really weren't fucking around with that port.
No, they were not fucking around that port. It was very good. To be fair, I've been more obsessed with other games like the Mario Kart World, and also I've just started playing Deltarune because these fucks got me into it. So yeah.
Welcome.
You got yourself into it. Don't lie.
Yes and no, but mostly no.
The answer is yes and no.
But yeah, I do need to actually finish playing Cyberpunk though. Thing is,
Damn it,
I
Funky's
might
apparently too cool for green shells.
try again. New
Apparently?
TV,
I bounced off you.
There you go.
I had a point blank green shell hit on you and it just bounced off you.
And
No,
those
look.
bombs go off a lot more instantaneously than they do in World.
Yeah.
No, Logan, how about this? I got a question for you. How's Expedition 33?
I've been waiting for you.
I know. I know.
Man, adulting is hard.
Yeah, adulting is hard.
That really got me. Holy shit. That's a highlight.
For you.
That's a highlight or a quote.
Highlight, you know what? Make it a highlight.
Why can't it be both?
Cut to
Logan, we'll get back to Expedition soon. Don't worry.
Snap cut to me, gazing out my villa's window out to the open sea.
No, you're just like the horse overlooking from the beach, just going, man.
Would you look
Yeah,
at all that
yeah.
stuff?
Back into the country.
Whoa! Oh, Jesus Christ!
I was so close.
Oh,
What were you trying to do, Logan?
Stupid!
Well, there's a massive ravine. I have a fast 2-ton powered vehicle that's much heavier than the force of gravity.
Logan,
I think we can do
no.
some math here.
Force of gravity.
Logan, no.
Alright.
I bet you could
Pat,
float.
Pat,
No.
Pat. It's okay, Logan.
Oh my gosh. Alright, we got 2 more cold Grand Prix after this. Phew. It's
Hell
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, again, they've been up in the ante ever since
I
DS.
cannot wait for how we're gonna handle freaking World.
Yeah, because we have talked about how we were going to do that.
We have plans.
I think we'll be fine with World.
We have plans for World, and hopefully it'll be interesting enough. It is. I mean, we can talk about it. It's kind of interesting in that, like, I like kind of what they're going for, but like I'm a bit mixed in that I like the courses, and I would love if there's a way that the courses could be allowed to, like, you know, speak for themselves and not have like 2 laps just be covered with getting to the course.
Honestly, I feel like I don't know if this is like a particularly hot take, but I feel like the intermissions are at their best when they're part of Knockout Tour.
Yeah, I like that.
I suppose that's
I
fair.
just because I thought originally it was gonna be like you do one course, then you drive to the next course, then you do another course. Because I thought it was gonna be like the whole point of like driving there would determine, you know, what position you start the next race in. Dang it!
Whoa.
But yeah.
What's up?
I mean, I guess it does come down to that. Like, in the grand scheme of things, we're going to have to settle with either, do it the way that the game does, where you do have the intermissions as well as going through every track with at least one lap, or we just play it the old-fashioned way and say, fuck it to the intermissions.
Fuck it,
which I don't think is entirely fair, because I think the intermissions themselves, there's a charm to them,
change on.
too.
You can stop doing that. I mean, and I think that, and I think it does play to the strength of the game itself, which is it's like no loading time open world that just just works.
That is just impressive.
Because even when I'm even when I'm hunting for collectibles, I can you can snap around. It does not take long to load those areas. I forget. Has anyone here tried out Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom load times yet?
Me.
I think Matt has.
I have not yet.
I have.
How
The load times are fucking insane. It is maybe at most 8-10 seconds. Not even that, I don't even think. Like, it is, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll let you check for you.
Actually, you say that, like, didn't you also say that the game can now run at, like, 60 frames on the Switch too?
It runs fucking smooth.
Oh my gosh, Gold Rush.
Give me daddy.
So, I think it goes without saying that Funky is the main monkey when it comes to go-karting.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
I think it has been established that, like, that's part of the reason why people loved Funky in Wii, because he was one of the more busted characters.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize I did a clean sweep, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
You fucking floored us with Funky, dude.
What's even funnier, I'm not even using the meta.
So, do you want me to...
Well, in terms of the vehicle, but the character, yes.
Do you want me to time load time in general, or when you're teleporting?
Let's do load time in general, when you come from the main menu to gameplay.
Okay. Alright. Main menu to gameplay.
Okay, actually, while we're setting this up, we need to check something real quick. Because we only have 2 cups left. No, just keep going. We'll still select our characters. This is primarily with, like, cup selection.
Picking my bones.
Do both the last cups have a rainbow road?
No, they don't. Also, ladies
game,
and gentlemen of the church,
the main one does,
I
yes.
return.
Okay, welcome back.
Okay, then I suggest that we do the next cup. I suggest we do the next retro course and then end it with the last
and off with
retro
Rainbow Road.
course.
Alright, go ahead and real quick.
9
I
seconds.
have an additional proposal for that.
Hang on, Nikki.
Hang on a second, what's up, Matt?
9 seconds.
9
to
seconds.
load into.
He's comparing the load times on Breath of the Wild for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Literally.
Anyways, I have.
Hey, looking.
Yeah, no. 9 fucking seconds. Like, it is fast as shit.
Dang. Alright, now as you say, Nikki.
Okay, my proposal was a bit too late, but I was going to suggest, why don't you switch it up one more time and drive bikes on the retro courses while driving karts
We're gonna
on
keep
the...
it consistent for this break.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Mario Circuit 3. Of course it's Mario Circuit 3.
I loves Mario Circuit 3.
You just come clean with us and say you hate Super Mario Kart.
I never played Super Mario Kart.
I at least like the what World did, which was clever, where they combined all the Mario
They
circuits.
merged all 3 Mario circuits. Well,
Which is funny to me, considering it doesn't really feel like they were it doesn't feel like an merging. Otherwise, it should have been a lot longer.
I mean, I say it's emerging, but they forgot Mario Circuit 4 again.
Oh, that's the one course that he liked. Can you believe? Oh, sorry.
The one course that I never played yet.
I just think it's funny, like, again, I say this as someone that has, like, a very casual, like, opinion of the Mario Karts. I'm not as, like, super intimate with them as a lot of people. I'm just amused by the very visceral, cancerous reactions people have to Mario Circuit 3.
Because this course is just boring as shit. It's the first
flat
course that was
course.
ever designed, sure, but still. It's so flat. This hairpin turn sucks dick.
You know, all things considered, I would cry in Wario Stadium, but they actually brought that back for World.
They did.
Yeah, and they made it better, because they made it like an actual course, as opposed to a fucking marathon.
They made it very tiny arena coded.
Whereas this is still just fucking paper flat.
Again, it's the nostalgia. you will still love fighting Wispy Woods every time in Curb.
Yeah, because you want to know something about Wispy Woods? At least they change up how the fight works every now and then. Like Flowery Woods and Mecha Woods. There's a lot of woods. There's a lot of woods, as I tells you.
Good lord, this track was not built with the sprinter in mind.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
sorry,
I was not ready
turns.
for that green show.
Oh, bonk in the head.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
I am
Wait, how did I get first?
You had the
'Cause
big
you're
one,
duck.
and I was like, he's
So I'm
bigger than me,
generally
I don't wanna
concerned.
fight him. Because you were bigger than me, and I was like, I don't want to fight him. He's bigger than me. So
you were first.
Yeah, because I took a wider turn because I didn't want to get hit by the big boy. Hey, Beach Gardens.
Oh,
Yay. I was just merely concerned. It was like, wait a minute.
I still love the low poly Mario bush in the middle.
Yeah.
Just look at the Mars like, is my nose really that big?
Am I really that nosy?
Apparently, yes.
am I really that basic, bitch?
Peach is like,
Yes, it is, and I love your nose the way it is.
Peach, does this hedge make...
Sorry.
Does this hedge make...
whoop.
Damn it.
That's fucked up.
Sorry, I did it bad. Continue.
Just a little.
Does this hedge make my butt look big?
No, it makes your nose look big.
It's like, honey, it's the way I like it.
Damn.
Also,
Show
I
me all
love
that
how
ham.
the trees in the background are still paper fucking flat.
Yoshi. No. You get 2 bumps, and then I'm like, no.
It's true to life, as they say. And
Sonic
this is
says.
DS
Oh.
tier. And I
Someone
love
says it's
these.
okay to bump into someone
I'm
once
gonna
in a while, but if
snipe
somebody
you,
bumps
Logan.
you what?
I just thought
No.
like a oh boy. Just a dumb interaction, the whole like, does that hedge make my butt look big? Meanwhile, Daisy's like, Luigi's is bigger. Daisy!
Hey! TMI, Daisy.
Yeah, the professor's is better.
I thought for some reason I thought you were gonna have.
I
it
mean,
be where that
speaking,
happens
you know,
like Luigi's triple snaps.
speaking of cake, how about that Mario Kart World?
Oh yeah, the cakes
Wario.
that get you costumes.
No. Freaking
Thank you for that one.
That sure is some cake, am I right, fellas?
No, it's
Fuck
freaking
you.
Wario.
They gave Wario his ass back. It's finally returned.
Not just Wario, even if you use Luigi on like on the bikes you bend on.
Oh,
Like that man is kicked to the nines.
I still
the way
love
it is.
I still love my reaction is when I was noticing it's like just me yelling, well, quote unquote yelling. It's like, wait, does Luigi have kick?
What kind of cake?
I mean, guys, let's not forget there are 2 other contenders. One, Rosalina and her little dumpy.
No, that's Peach and her little dumpy.
It is
Is that
called
what
the
that
Little
card's
Dumpy.
called, little dumpy?
Yeah, little
Yes.
dump.
It's literally called the little dumpy.
Yeah.
I am still flabbergasted that actually passed.
Because
I don't think
maybe
they thought
overseas I
it
can
through.
imagine, but it got through localization somehow.
And second off, cow. Just when it's on the bike, you can tell that cow is cheeked.
I mean,
Well, it is a cow.
That is a double cheeseburger if I've ever seen whatnot.
Oh my god.
in all honesty,
Kitchen boys.
Wait, what the fuck?
I'm
is
sorry, now to just say that,
About the
Logan.
cake?
I'm just thinking, Waluigi's like, double white surprise.
God damn it, not the Meat Canyon video. Oh my gosh. Anywho, I just love the fact that thanks to Warner Brothers, that's actually canon now.
Look, they only... Okay, I remember what I was going to say. Look, they
Yes,
were either
go
going to call it the Little Dumpy as God intended, or they would have to go Tonka Tough. But that one's copyright.
I like Tonka Tough. You know what it is? Because
I do too.
No, they could have called it the Toad Tough.
No, that would be the Tonka Toad. No, the Toad Truck.
Oh, that would have been
Toad
nice.
Truck. There you go.
Now, Icky, did you ever play the Tonka computer games?
I played the Space Station one made by Data Sign Interactive.
I didn't know there was a space station one. I knew about the racing
And I
one.
played like the
knew about-
friggin' like Valley Construction one, where you build a building and you dig for gold in the hills.
Oh yeah, no, that was the first one. And thanks to a guy in Collection Chamber, thanks to a guy in Collection Chamber, you can play that on Modern Hardware now for free.
Who skipped?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
DK Mountain.
Who skipped right now?
I got a little bit
I
farther.
thought I watched it in my dreams.
Confess.
Where's
Confess.
DK?
Confess to your sins.
Oh, there's DK.
Also, sorry.
A billboard.
No, that's just no, Iki. That's just a cardboard cutout. DK's busy down in the banana mines.
He
Also,
fell into the volcano.
Are you doing
Also
the
random,
condor
but-
thing, Doug?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Funny.
Anyway, what's
Sorry,
up, Matt?
Matt. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
random, but I love how you can completely fucking break some of these. Nope. What are you doing?
These turns.
No, you can
Game
break
was like,
some.
you can break what?
You can break some
Oh.
of the Korok puzzles. Like, you know how in Tears of the Kingdom, when you find those Koroks that go like, I've been separated from my friend, can you take me to them?
Yeah.
And there's some
You
parts...
just rocket launch
Yeah,
them.
well, hold on. You know how there's parts near you where it's like, obviously, you're meant to use these parts. I'm like,
Oh, just.
so anyway, I have this hover bike that I'm just going to attach you to the bottom of,
Oh,
and
no,
we're
did you
just
see
going to
the,
fly. Boom!
I'm
you
just
see-
going to stick you right behind the
Man, did you
jet
s-
thrusters for like a minute. You could tolerate that, right?
Matt, did you see the the freaking
Huh.
torture they put those guys through? No, Matt, did you see the official Nintendo Twitter where they made their own hover bike? But I don't know if it was because of actual like they were worried of actual intellectual property theft, which is stupid. But they didn't make basically they provided the QR code to get the blueprint for a hover bike, but it's not the hover bike. It's actually
It is
grossly inefficient.
It's incredibly
Yeah.
inefficient. It's an incredibly inefficient
It
one.
has a stabilizer
which is a good
that
thing,
doesn't
but I
need
still
one.
have mine that I made. So.
Yeah, the OG, it works, and it
It's
lasts
not
for
just two
freaking ever.
fans and a stick.
Right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just it works remarkably well and uses no energy. But I imagine it's moments like that pisses Nintendo off. That you have this
Oh,
whole
why not?
system for like, look at that, look at what creative vehicles and designs we can do. Yeah, I'm just gonna take three. I'm just gonna take three.
Yeah, I'm
things
just
and make
gonna
it the
wash
best
myself with a
traversal.
rag on a stick if you don't mind.
And it's gonna just be the most perfect, like, efficient traversal method in the entire game that can handle
Okay.
any obstacle. And literally, because of the way energy charges work, literally costs nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for the same reason why I just unfortunately just do not care for the combat system in those games ever. Just not when I play those games for.
I'm going to be that person and say, I'm sorry, Logan. I like the combat system in this.
I forgot how much I hated this level.
The only problem I have with the combat system in Tears of the Kingdom is the fact of the weapon durability. Like, the weapon durability really does suck.
I just realized
Yeah.
that this Grand
But-
Prix James has a lot of turns in it, which unfortunately doesn't work. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I picked a shitty vehicle. for this.
Do you want to back
Stupid
out and
cup.
swap?
No.
Nah, let's
last
keep going.
one,
I'm already. We're already. We will have one more cup after this. I say we keep committed.
So, really quick, my one
It's Marty's castle.
Yes.
my one problem with one problem with Tears of the Kingdom is the weapon durability. That's the only thing I don't like about the combat. I like the combat in Tears of the Kingdom only because it reminds me of Dark Souls combat in the way it's not the exact same, but it is a risk-reward system where if you risk it, you can get some really good quote-unquote rewards out of it. So I don't
Hey,
like...
Marty.
Are you talking about you're talking about how like you can like parry and like slow down time, like the
Like the
flurry system?
parrying, the slowing down time, all that stuff. I really like it's really good, and yeah, I don't know, I just really like it.
Speaking of things that I really like N64 Bowser's Castle.
It's a
It's
classic.
good.
I like it too.
I will say, I don't like this remake only because it gets rid of the laughing thwomps.
Yeah, they shall be missed.
You know, the
thought those were sound
N64 blue square.
Really cool sound effects. Sorry.
Shut.
That shit spooked
Again-
the shit out of me when I was
Again,
little,
you get
but
like
I love
you
it
get
nowadays
bopped all
just for how
left and right
goofy
in
it
this
is.
game.
Yeah, no, like these things are kind of bridge the gap between actual go-karts and bumper cars.
I'm gonna
So
be
crunchy.
Bumper card.
I'm gonna be. Oh, do you watch that dude's videos too, Micah?
Depends on which one.
The bumper car.
I only knew it from the.
I mean,
like,
I don't know what you guys
the-
are talking about. I'm just talking about Hideo
I heard it.
It's videos.
I heard it recently saying that's gonna tick Doug off on Twitch.
What?
That really depends.
I heard it recently. My introduction to the bumper car
Ow!
was
I ran right into that.
I heard it recently in a video that was basically talking about how talking.
Oh man.
Never mind.
Revenge is best served smoked.
Actually, I forgot. that. Crap.
Golden brown.
Oh no, never mind. I remember. Because I forgot the top, but then I remind myself of the title. My reminder of the
Oh.
my reminder of the whoa. Sorry.
Your
I like how he
reminder,
just,
Logan.
like, briefly breaks,
Sorry, my
hoping that Baby Mario would run into him.
Reminder?
my introduction of the bumper car was from a guy who was stating that Doom: The Dark Ages isn't as satisfying as Doom Eternal because they got rid of the glory kill system for just bop somebody with shield
There's
and they just
fucking
drop.
glory kills in this system. It's called experimentation, you fucking dimwit freaks. Holy
That's
shit.
fair.
Stop having the fucking brain cell of Eternal and actually experiment.
That is totally fair.
my God.
All I just the
I'm also
context of
looking
the
at you,
vid.
Logan.
I was not expecting Doug to get this tilted over Dark Souls.
The context of
Oh,
context
don't
of the
even
video.
stop me, okay?
The context of the video was just like it's like, oh yeah, I got ready, get ready, bumper car, and they just hit him with the shield. But yes, likely they had not experimented, and they just kept going with that because it was like the one button press they knew.
What if they made a Mario spin-off called Dry Souls, and you played as a Dry Bones?
I'd play
It's called
it.
a mod.
Yeah, we could do that actually. How you feeling, Doug?
Yes.
Are
That
you
is-
feeling dry and bones-like?
Icky, you have a sniper right next to your window.
I do.
Oh,
Damn.
Holy crap!
Hi,
Oh,
Sniper.
holy crap!
What are you doing out there in the rain? Come on in.
Daisy?
Oh,
Okay.
Daisy?
Set up the Keurig for hot chocolate.
Oh boy.
I was
Daisy
about
would be
to
fun,
get
all of a
behind
sudden.
you and start shoving.
I think Baby Daisy took pity on poor Diddy for all of his reckless failures.
And Baby Mario wins.
Yeah, I came in last time, but I must have had a crazy lead originally. But okay, there we go.
You might have, yeah.
Somehow I still got third place.
There we go. All right, one left.
Yep, one more to go,
And they
boys!
said it
I
could.
forgot how.
And they said it couldn't be done, but Icky has now won his 7th first place award in a row.
Wait, what?
It says you got first place, Icky.
I did?
Yeah, look, you got first. Anyway, the joke is.
I'm not Mario.
Alright, here we go. Last one.
No, you're not. You're a
I think
baby.
he's calling
I'm
you a
not
baby.
Baby Mario. I'm not even a Mario.
Alright, let's finish home.
Speaking of which,
Also, you're not gaslighting me into thinking that I'm playing this game via mind control.
we would like to play.
I don't know how
I
I'm
would
okay.
like to play a different Mario
Yoshi.
Kart.
Okay. Alright, biking.
Alright, this is for all the tire treads.
Come on, Dolphin.
The Bone Dolphin. Why don't you all just ride the Dolphin?
No, we want to try this.
I can't.
Well, one of us can't since he's
Oh.
a heavy.
Alright.
Yeah.
The heavy boner.
Yeah, this was the first Mario Kart to make to limit
Class-specific vehicles.
carts to weight class.
Not true. Double Dash did that first.
Oh.
Anyway, Special Cup, everybody.
Enjoy.
And it's gonna be a doozy.
Yeah, these are some of the trickier courses in the entire franchise.
Dry ruins.
Don't ask why Yoshi's a Sphinx.
Has this course been brought back at all?
Nope.
It was brought back in Tour, but it was not brought back for the Booster Pass, which kind of annoys me.
Because they already had
Oh,
them.
Because this is one of the courses that I wanted to actually play. But again, I never got this far in Mario Kart Wii.
What was that, Matt? I thought I heard Matt just then.
Oh.
it must have been in your imagination, like that mirage.
Oh shit! I'll be back.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Thanks for the clarity.
1 hour later.
you'll be fine.
But yeah, this is one of the tracks that they brought back for Tour, but not for the Booster Course pack, and it makes me really sad.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Tour brought back a couple of very interesting choices for Mario Kart tracks that rarely ever get used nowadays. Like, I think they brought back one of the Chocolate Island courses from Super Mario Kart, for example.
They even made like their own RMX courses,
Yeah?
which are basically like newer versions of like SNES tracks. They look kind of fun.
So, I stopped playing Mario Kart Tour when they started bringing in those RMX tracks. Like, what was the big difference between them and the regular tracks?
The RMX tracks are basically like custom maps based on the Super Mario Kart themes.
Gotcha.
So you have like a Mario Circuit RMX, which is its own design. You have like a Donut Plains RMX, a Vanilla Lake RMX.
Yeah. Also, for those wondering why I ran into that wall like a dumbass, Parsec kind of lagged there.
Yeah, I felt it lag just then.
And again, they were kind of interesting in how they
You
were
could feel
designed.
the lag.
I thought about to make an excuse there myself because I just drove into the pit.
I'm surprised I didn't die.
Yeah.
They only really added them like later into the game's time.
Lifetime. Yeah. Because, again, I think by the time they started coming out, I was already like a few months off of a Mario Kart Tour because I was starting to get sick of all the gotcha crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
It feels more like a score attack than a proper Mario Kart, if you ask me.
I mean,
That's
and that's
just
not a
the
bad
idea.
thing, mind you. I just wish that they, again, it's just a byproduct of why I'm not a big fan of mobile gaming in general, because a lot of it follows the same function of you're playing it for free technically, but we're gonna make sure you feel the pressure of playing for free.
We're gonna milk you dry, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw something silly.
Yeah. Such is the hell that is being a player of Cookie Run Kingdom.
I saw something silly, Key.
Logan knows.
Yeah, I lost my shit after they denied me the opportunity to play as Dixie Kong.
It was this bit of Key where it's like all the ancient cookies and they're all taking a photo and it's like, alright everybody, on 3 say everyone say fuck the beasts, and they all say fuck the beasts, and then Pure Vanilla says tonight if I'm lucky, and like, what?
Oh yeah, you showed us that video last night.
But I didn't show Icky
Wait,
that
what?
one.
Oh yeah.
No,
did you-
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, it was a parody video that was
It's
that was poking a little fun at the Pure Vanilla Shadow Milk ship.
You'll show me soon.
Okay.
Oh,
The mushroom.
I just realized.
Oh, you finally got the joke.
is-
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Good job, Icky. Good job.
And then freaking Golden Cheese like Pure Vanilla. What the fuck? See, I messed up the peel out.
This
as
wasn't
well.
brought back in Vault, right?
World, no.
No, but it was brought
Okay.
back for the Booster Course Pass.
Well, I know
It-
that, but I wasn't too sure about Vault.
Because I think we got our own. Oh,
World brought in a brand new city track called Crown City.
that was it.
Right.
Yeah.
Which of all things, Crown City also. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking of a Deluxe.
Okay, I think I realize at this point I'm driving on the wrong side of the freaking road.
Well,
They're like, what are all these idiots doing?
Listen, I'm a dirty American. I always expect to drive on the right side.
You know what? Same. I
Man.
was wondering why I kept getting run over, and you know what? I was also a dumb American.
In actual fact, the left side of the road is the right side.
And the right
That's
side
what
is the left.
we do so enjoy our beer nice and hot. In mint.
Like our beans on toast.
Did you say beyond nice and hot?
Yes, that in London in
Yes.
Londinium in
Londinia.
in Asterix, that's what they said. Is like because it was so like alien to the French. that they.
It's a British custom back in the days where they would warm up their beers and serve wild boar with boiled boar with mint sauce.
Fucking disgusting.
Also, they drunk hot water. The savages.
With milk.
Why?
Disgusting.
Oh my god! You got some serious airtime there.
It was the idea that Asterix introduced to them the spices that would become tea.
That's right. You can thank the charitable chaps of Gaul for that fine little invention.
Oh, but I'm sure it'll catch on.
Mama.
Old man give me tasty drink called tea.
You have to thank the Gauls for being the ones who, introduced Britain to the concept of colonizing the rest of the fucking world and stealing their spices.
Oh, that poor car.
And doing nothing with them.
Hey, we did not steal the
Don't
spices.
worry, there's nobody driving that thing.
To be fair, they did not steal the spices. They were given the spices by the Phoenicians because they saved
Oh, I
them.
know. I wasn't talking about
anybody-
Asterix. I was talking about Britain.
Yeah.
Oh, for anybody else who has no idea what the heck we're talking about, the old Asterix series, which again, honestly, give Asterix and the Big Fight a watch. It's actually like
The new one on Netflix. It should be stressed.
correct.
It's got a big
Yeah.
fight in it.
Because it actually, like, just straight up, like, they did a really solid job. Oh, they did a really solid job of capturing the same style of those movies, like, on the Netflix show. And, yeah, I was pleasantly
What
surprised.
the fuck was that?
That was Warbly because I got zapped.
Was that Daisy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was me or it was Yoshi because I got zapped.
Who's ready for this version's Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road?
I forget everything about this Bowser's Castle.
I'm not ready, but okay. Actually, this one's not too bad.
Is this the one with the wibbly wobbly hallway?
Yes.
Also, I'm
Yay.
posting
No, it's
something
not
in the
Wiggly.
art sharing chat for all of you. You'll enjoy it.
Whoa!
And his big statue.
Wiggly waggly, is it not?
I love
Much
that.
like the controller you're using to play this video game.
I love that.
Oh
It's
my
great. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me!
Or so help me!
So help me!
that we're just rehearsing for the comedy talent show, right, DK?
But yeah, I'm excited to see the.
You know, assuming they didn't use Seth Rogen, would John Goodman have made a decent DK?
No.
I'd have bought it.
I think
I can see
John
it
would. He would have been a decent DK if they wrote DK a certain way. But the way
That's
that
true.
DK is usually written, no, I don't think John Goodman would have been a great choice.
Oh god.
Oh hey, it's the Mario Kart Connects Bowser.
Give me over.
Oh,
Damn it.
You guys remember before it became like a Lego thing that all of the Mario-centric like building toys were just Connects?
Not really.
What I remember was, of all things, before like Lego, there was this marble. There was this marble toy where it was billed as a Mario game, which was also funny
Or are you
because
talking about the marble mazes?
kind of it was like that, and they also did one for Sonic, but basically it was those things where like you have to like press this switch to like push the marble into the next toy, and like and then make sure to use the magnet carefully and spin the marble around and see how fast you can do that
Yeah.
course. And
Dude, they still sell those at Barnes & Nobles.
how sick! Yeah, they're quite fun.
Yeah, they have like several versions of them now too.
oh dear God!
I didn't know there was a Sonic version of it though.
I'll find it for you. I'll find it for you after this.
Like considering it's Sonic, I expected it to be like stupidly radical in terms of like level design.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
I was fully expected to die.
Well, in the sense of like,
Well, if you can find it
it's
after
just-
we record,
Yeah.
But wait, Doug, you're already dead.
If I could die a second time.
yeah,
Stand
he's
for
not
again.
dead inside.
Do you want to die a second time, though?
Wouldn't you like to
You know what? That's the
Weather Boy?
important question. Ow!
Oof!
Why did that not count?
What was that about an important question?
Doug,
Mario?
not everybody can be Weather Boy.
In my heart, I can.
Aw, that's oddly enriching.
But he always brings up the Weather Boy. Why doesn't he ever bring up the Water Boy or the Wadio Boy?
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Budget.
We're back.
You know,
Okay, we're back.
earlier today I was thinking.
Heck, why can't it be the Wayne Luigi boy?
You know, earlier today I was thinking of the fucking Family Guy thing. It's like, Edna, the Griffin boys just murdered a plastic reindeer. Honey, it took me 2 months for me to work up the courage to rent this porno. Are you gonna watch it with me or not?
Oh, freaking that bit.
I'm so fucking.
How did I get around that sucker?
It could hurt the sides as well.
So this is what an hour of setup and 2 hours of playtime does to a man.
Sure does.
A man that's not even playing the game, in fact.
This is the latest
Also,
we've
why did
had.
they ever get rid of the fake item box?
I guess because
It should be said though, I guess it should be said though, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize for our low energy. we've
Really?
had
I
throughout
think
this
we've
whole
been
thing.
doing some
By the
fun
later Mario
bits.
Karts though, we'll have it much easier just because we'll be running them, with one exception, on
I
legitimate
was like, really?
hardware.
I think we've been doing pretty fine.
Holy,
There's just a lot
holy
in
fucking shit. I'm blaming
Yeah.
Parsec on my fucking defeat on that one, honestly.
I'm sorry.
I was doing donuts.
I would give you a pat, Doug,
No.
but you're mostly made out of spikes and bone.
A pat is more like
Oh. Hey, somebody just showed off that, I don't know why Wario 64 is tweeting it again, because I feel like it already was, but, Donkey Kong Country Season 1 and Season 2 are free to watch on YouTube again.
Hey, yo.
I guess for those that just wanna. Anyway, it's time, folks.
It's time for the Rainbow of All Roads. Circa 2008.
Yep, the Wii Rainbow Road. Home to probably some of the most dangerous turns this side of the galaxy.
Hey, there's the Starbits.
Get ready to see the planet a lot. You're going
They
to see
look
the
very
planet
old.
a lot. At least for me.
Fun fact, if you have a Mario Galaxy save
I
file
don't
on your
like
Wii,
this
you get Starbits floating around.
Oh, that's cute.
Interesting.
Here it
that was just for the
goes.
fucking you.
Because I hate this course.
You know, I was wondering why I remember this looking prettier when I played the game way back when.
Because it's a lot more vibrant on 8.
Oh, here I go. Oh my gosh.
Well, then I did have a completed save file for Galaxy, so I mean, and then all the extra star bits. Oh, not again.
I will say, I do.
Goodbye, everybody.
I really do like this version of Rainbow Road.
Yikes.
Whoop.
Oh god!
If only just for the music.
I do like this version
yeah.
of Rainbow
The music's
Road
great.
as Doug careens off the side,
Not
and
just
now
me.
Daisy
I-
careens off the side.
Not just
Again,
me.
same.
Well, I mean, Bowser.
Yeah, we were
Try
holding
Bowser
hands.
is the Mario personification.
Personification.
Yes, personification of death itself for Mario. So
You're also talking
a
to
place
someone that has a
joyous and
Grim
holy
Reaper
and
avatar.
sanctuarious as
Oh,
Rainbow Road
God.
would be his
Same
antimatter.
thing.
You know what? I'm so
think
sorry.
so.
Can we please put a Kareen off course counter for this level alone? I just want to know how many. Because,
No,
dear
you
God,
can
I
count it
swear I see it
yourself.
every 5 seconds.
At least on
Meanwhile,
someone's
there's a
screen.
couple sitting around on Earth just going, "Make a wish, honey."
That retro says fuck this, I'm going away.
But dude,
Here I
you're
go
in second
again.
place.
Oh, there we go. All right.
And down goes Daisy.
Again, this is the big problem with Wii's Rainbow Road. It's so easy to careen off the track.
There needs to be guardrails.
There's Yoshi.
God,
Okay.
There's some over here.
Guardrails on the Rainbow's Road.
Doug, I think you're the first one who actually went through that area without falling. Just a heads up.
I'm about
I
to blow up
actually
the earth.
think you were.
I'm trying, damn it.
But yes, this is
Oh, not again.
This is not a fun.
This is
course.
hilarious.
And I'm just glad that it's
Bye.
not.
And
Just
there we
me,
go,
that
okay.
Everyone's been.
I mean,
It's like
Okay,
that-
you know what it is?
Okay, how about third time?
Go
You know
ahead.
what it is that makes the 8 version of this course the superior version in my eyes?
Yeah,
Is that they widen the road so it's harder to fall off.
I think that's a big.
And it
thing.
controls better.
I mean, even
Yeah,
if this
and
is a
this
bitch of a
bit-
Rainbow
Yeah.
Road, I do actually like it, not gonna lie.
Please,
It's really
for the
cool
love
looking.
of all that is holy, add the fall off counter. I mean that. Please add a
You
fall-off
do
character.
it. No.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll
you
do
do
it.
it, Matt. Be the hero you wish to see in the universe.
Future me will bear the burden. I'll freaking do it.
Be the
later.
funny you wish to see.
Good thing I'm not either then.
Sorry.
And you have to add in a stupid sound effect every time someone falls.
No, that would actually come obnoxious.
No.
There's too many falls.
Every single time we fall, Peppino screams for us.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
Penis
just like
screams for us?
stock Hanna-Barbera
Peppino.
sound
Peppino.
effects.
From Pizza Tile or from Chaseray. Enjoy.
Which actually, that does remind me of something. I have a slight nitpick about how the Switch 2 currently handles Switch 1 games,
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's kind of minor at best, but it's something I kind of hope they address in the future.
I did it. I
patch.
didn't fall off in the
Actually,
lap.
Oh my gosh, you actually did it.
Dog wins!
Hey, you did it,
Dog
Doug.
prank!
Fuck you. But yes.
You could, Doug.
But yes.
But
James.
what was I gonna say?
Oh.
Anyway, so the when playing with your Switch 2 undocked, the screen is now at a 1080 resolution,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
Now the Switch 1 by default, when it's docked, also runs at 1080p.
Sure.
But when you're playing a Switch 1 game portably on Switch 2, with some exceptions, they still work with the native 720p that you normally get while undocked.
Interesting.
And a part of me kind of wishes that maybe in a future patch, or like maybe there's an option that the Switch 2 adds later, where you can toggle off Switch 1 portable mode, for lack of a better
This
word,
game
and
is
have it
gonna
run as
run.
if they were docked in the first
By
place.
1 point again.
Wow.
Dog prank!
Coming
You know,
back
I'm
with a
going to
vengeance.
tell Sammy that.
Bowser Drive wins.
There you go.
I mean, take the victory while you can, Doug. This felt like probably the most haphazard fucking Mario Kart session we've ever had.
Try Bones
don't
Bowser
think so. I
Beach.
enjoyed this. This is fun. I just, again, I have to get
I
used
want
to
to
it
try
again.
Bowser!
Try Bowser Drive wins.
I would do
Try
the most,
There
but
you
it's
go.
very
Anyway.
fucking late for me.
That's fair. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
We're not doing battle mode again. You already get the gist of what battle mode's like.
Nah, we're already past the 2-hour mark. This is going to be a long video as is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, again, maybe we'll do the battle mode by itself another day, but definitely not now.
Okay. So,
We'll see what
yeah.
happens.
So that being said, yep, this was Mario Kart Wii. Again, the icon of a console generation for racing, and gave us so many little details and cool course corrections.
And whatever shit we can say about it, it doesn't change the fact that it was still stupid popular.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh God!
It still is.
You know what it is?
it probably was one of the best-selling games on the Wii for the longest time.
And you know what it was?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I completely overlooked it that we brought it up. This was the first Mario Kart that had a semblance of a online racing scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That
It
you,
was
that you
huge.
could race
I
people
mean-
online all over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, technically DS did that too, but
fair.
I think we just accentuated that with the use of the Mario Kart channel.
True.
But it was also the target of like one of the largest custom communities in terms of like kart racing mods.
Oh, preservation.
Like holy shit, I think they're still making custom courses for this game,
They are.
and some of them are just really fucking cool.
That's neat.
It's still
yeah.
nuts.
Custom courses, custom characters. I mean, it's still pretty nuts.
It's still got everything.
But yep. So, Hype, you have any other closing thoughts on this one?
In a world that's so cruel.
So, yeah, we hope you enjoy. So, yeah. I don't know what's happening. I guess you're singing.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a nice one.
Thank you all for joining. Join us next time as we're going to go into the land of 3D.
This is 3D.
Ish.
3D-ish.
See you guys for Mario Kart 7.
Toodles.
3D lish.
Didn't they retcon Dry Bowser into being Bowser's uncle or something?
Huh.
I want to find my gay uncle.